everybody! Did you enjoy the cover? Hey yo! Okay, you guys can talk now.
Hello. Oh my god, June.
Where's June? Yeah,
Wait,
June's
where's
in the,
June?
He's in the corner.
June disappeared though.
He's in the corner. You don't see him?
I'm there. What do you mean?
Where? Oh! What the fuck?
He's right. Maybe I should put June in front of me.
He has like a.
Yeah, look at that.
What is that?
Like
What is
green
that?
with green?
It's the Pepe mode.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
my
wait,
God,
the
what the
reactive
hell,
has like
June?
a. Oh my god! Like when he talks, it moves, and it looks. Oh my god! Why is he crusty? I don't know. Why do you think he's crusty? He slaves over
God damn,
every cover release. Lol,
Yes.
what is that
That's
reactive? Hi, Yuna. Oh my. Cool looking, exquisitely handsome today. Let's
Hello.
go.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Hit me.
June is June is rebranding.
I think it's an upgrade.
It
Yeah?
is, I think so too. I agree.
Okay, so just checking. Chat, can you guys hear everyone? Just right? Is anyone too soft? Oh my god, I almost banned someone because I don't know where to click.
Oh.
Oh hell no!
I
Yo.
forgot how to stream on YouTube.
Imagine banning your own mods.
Oh my god, that would be. I haven't done that before actually. That would be funny. Anyway, there's
I guess I
a.
won't chat.
Oh my goodness, there's a person in chat called Koo.
Yeah?
Oh really?
Yeah, like they just joined the Wingmates. Welcome in.
Let's
Also,
go.
thank you
Welcome,
so
welcome.
much. Galarchito has been here for 1 year. Oh my god, let's go. Silver member icon. And then Debbie X, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Also, Galarchito, holy shit, 50?
Yeah, it's really
You
like that.
are insane. Thank you so much
That's
for the
insane.
support. That means a lot.
Very, very
And
generous.
Kale, thank you so much
Very
for 5
generous
gifted
wimp.
memberships.
So
Yeah,
true, man.
Galarchito is so generous. Like so many.
He's a true wimp.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have so many members now. I should
Let's
probably do something for them because I rarely do anything for like YouTube members nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to. You know, like they support because they want to.
But you
So.
know, sometimes I want them to
Yeah.
have access to special streams and stuff.
Ah,
like, you know,
true.
behind the scenes
Never
stuff.
do it.
Yeah. It's fine, you know, so
It's
each have
fine.
their own.
Girl, I have no time for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
but they
honestly,
understand.
yeah,
They
I
understand.
feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that
They
because oh
understand.
my god, I have no time. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
I can barely handle myself.
Yeah, like
Really,
having like now that I'm streaming on Twitch and then have to record and then I have a full-time job. It's really
yeah,
impossible to
how
do,
do you do
a
it?
lot of shit. Yeah,
How do you do it?
I don't
It's
know.
freaking insane.
I'm I'm banking on my health.
At least you have that.
Please
so that's
take
good.
care of
Just
your
try to be as healthy as possible and then grind, and then after that, like rest for a bit and then grind again.
Yeah, don't be me. I'm. My health.
No,
just
no,
was-
you
my
don't
health was
have
like-
to do what I do.
Yeah, I know, but I sometimes wish that you know I could just at least do the things that I want to do. But
You're
like,
already doing great though. Like for someone who has to like, you know, time, you need to really have a schedule, right?
yeah,
Because, you know, you have freelance work and also on top of being a content creator and have to deal with your, you know, personal stuff. Like,
yeah, I had to
damn.
deal with my.
I
I told
I
my
don't know how you do it.
yeah, I told my community by the way that I have an autoimmune. I just didn't tell them what it
okay.
was, but yeah.
Right.
They're like, we didn't know. I'm like,
Yeah,
of course you
having like
didn't
a
know.
chronic
I didn't
illness
tell you.
is just not.
Yeah, it's just not fun
Yeah.
because I'm like, you know, I can be fine for like weeks and then suddenly my body's just like, I just want to die.
It crashed.
Goodbye. Like,
Man, I can't imagine.
It sucks so bad, and then I'm just like out for weeks, and then I'm like, what the fuck? What about deadlines? You know?
It must be really frustrating too.
It is, because I have no control.
You want to plan
over it.
things, right? Yeah.
I have learned that, you know, what do you call it? Radical acceptance is the way. So it's like, oh, it is what it is. I'm sick. I need to lie down now.
Wait, Samuel, I have no time for that shit. Also, Mana, I'ma do double recording sessions this week. I mean, you know what? You know what? Let's not get too concerned about the details. It is what it is.
We grinding, we surviving, you know.
It happens, you know. It happens.
Everyone here is an overworker. Yeah, including Cool here.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
June
is
like no question.
Yeah, June is like the pinnacle of overworking, though.
I
don't
my
know
god!
how he does it, yeah.
You know, I was talking to another editor, Sakurmore, about June because June, you know, June is good friends with Sak, and I was like, Sak, I'm worried about June. He is sick and he still wants to work. Can you like talk to him and tell him to fucking stop working? And Sak's like, oh, yeah, homie's off the deep end, you know. Like.
I always tell him to like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you working, man? You should go to bed. What the hell?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm gonna do this one thing, and then I'm gonna be out. I'm like, yeah, I mean, why are you even here?
Yeah, like sometimes he texts me at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, bro, I thought you went to gym at 10 a.m. and then why are you still not asleep?
Although June has like a gym routine now, right?
Yeah, which is great.
That's really good.
I have to manage my time.
I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're proud of you. At least,
me too.
At least you're gymming.
Get back to my regular fitness stuff. I just got like, you know, I had to like grind my Twitch, so I had to like.
Oh, congrats on getting partner, by the way. That was super
Thank you so much. I know, like it was like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, congratulations, Mana. She got partner on Twitch.
I didn't know that I would get accepted. I just like, you know what? Yeah, like it's been a month since I got.
No, as long as you
achieved
click,
the thing.
Yeah, as long as you click the button, it might let you pass. You know.
They say that they take into account your other platforms. So they saw that I have a bigger platform on Twitch. No, on YouTube and Spotify. And then also I met the qualifications, initial qualification, 75 average audience.
Yeah, if you're established on other platforms, usually they're just more lenient with it because they know that you're consistent. You're a consistent creator.
That's true.
Oh, do they do it like that to kind of like avoid botting?
I think so, and also to check if you're a legit creator. So if you only have a lot of audience on Twitch and not on other platforms, it's suspicious. It's suspicious.
But mine is pretty much organic though. Like I just a lot of people like to listen to politics. So so many people.
It's a niche, honestly, and it is
quite a niche.
I'm actually really glad that you finally have like a dedicated platform
outlet
for your politics, because I remember people being asses about it when you kind of did it.
They were
YouTube.
Big mad, they big mad. But those people are not like actually like my core fan base anyway.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
They just want to complain because they see an anime girl and then, you're supposed to be just for entertainment
and everything,
only. Ooh. But like you don't have any opinion. Sing for me, monkey, kind of type shit.
Sing for me, monkey. That's just
basically that's how they treat. That's how they treat most VTubers. They would slap money in your face and then expect you to just sing for them. Fuck off, man. So I'm sorry.
Don't worry about
Not
it.
gonna be there. Like it's. I forget. It's your channel. I'm sorry.
No. I swear more than you do, probably. Also, I've experienced that as well. Like, as in, like, people literally.
Thanks, chat.
I've literally got comments that saying that I'm a scammer because I fundraised for a certain song that kind of blew up in I think it was Lost. It blew up in shorts, and everyone was like, please full cover, please. And then I was like, okay, sure. I never planned to make a full cover of this because it's Bring Me a Horizon. I'm gonna get copyright claimed anyway, so I don't want to risk it and get like I already spent so much. I already spent so much on my medical stuff. I can't afford to make a cover that doesn't have any
monetary.
Like I can't monetize. So I was like, okay, if you guys want this, I guess I could, because of popular demand. Okay, I'm gonna just do a Ko-fi. I don't know how to read that.
I think the founder calls it Ko-fi, but I'd still call it coffee because it's a coffee mug. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that makes sense. That it's it's coffee. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I guess it's Ko-fi.
I guess anyway, yeah, Ko-fi. So we fundraised for it, and holy shit, I was like, oh, this is gonna just kind of rot there for probably half a year. No, I think they raised it in like 2 weeks, and I was like, And then so I was like, oh my god, we fundraised this. Okay, we will put this in the backlog. We will put this in queue, but I kept getting sick and stuff, so now it's still in queue. And then eventually people started posting the people that didn't even contribute.
Fund it.
Yeah, people who didn't even contribute started posting mean comments on Lost, not just on the cover, on the short itself, but they started littering the comments everywhere. Like at every new cover that I release, every new post, they're like, "Where's Lost? Where's Lost? Where's Lost?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" So I had to make a I had to make a post to address like, "Hey, I'm sick as fuck. I'm trying to survive here." So it will happen when it happens. And then a lot of people and some people that donated, they were like, what the fuck? We're not complaining.
Like usually the big donors usually don't ask me to don't demand anything from me. They just want me to do what I want to do. So the ones that are so vocal are like the choosing beggars. Like, shut the fuck up. You didn't even contribute.
Yeah,
I think it's also that they don't understand that was it the production process? Like they assume that you just sing and then just throw it out there, like it, so they expect it to be quite quick rather than
like,
the visuals you have to pay for the illustrators,
exactly,
for the movie editor, for everything else under the sun. You don't understand. It's easily $1,000 expense. Like it's a business expense.
I mean, obviously,
and it's also making sure that the people working on it, right, their schedules too.
Yeah, and because I kept getting sick, and then we also have other like responsibilities. For example, okay, so Nash is in charge of doing Lost. He is basically he is so busy with other more important things right now, things with deadlines and stuff. So we're like, okay, we're gonna take our time, and I already put out a statement, so you guys will get the cover just whenever we manage to get it out. I'm working on other covers at the same time, so it's all kind of like at the mercy of A, my health, B, production. So how fast the artist finishes things, and I don't like rushing people, especially if I don't know when I'm gonna release it. So basically no deadlines, but obviously don't take 2 years, but but generally everyone has been really easy to work with. So like MV, art, and then once we have everything together, we just kind of piece everything together. Yeah
Same with my team. Like I commissioned illustrations like months ahead, so that when by the time I decide to drop a cover, like all the assets are already done and the puppetry is already done. So I just need to hand over the assets to the movie editor. Yeah. And then I just recorded like 2 weeks before.
I don't do that
Oh my
anymore.
God.
Like I think now I'm probably going to finish audio first before I even like get it into production because I want I want the movie I want the music video editor to have the final in their hands when they start. So you know, because if they work with a draft, there is a possibility I might add shit. Because I'm like that. I don't sing exactly what it is in the guide. I like to add stuff. So sometimes it's different tempo. Sometimes I add screams and whatever. So it kind of and then it kind of like messes with their initial vision for the video. Yeah. Also the timing. So I basically just, you know, now that I kind of am at the mercy of my health, I decided, you know what, maybe we should finish audio first and then we can pass it off. Yeah. Because obviously I can commission art up front, but I need to have all the assets ready before I pass it off to the, you know, to the person at the end of the pipeline, which is, you know, the music video editor. So yeah, I'm doing it that way now because I cannot trust myself to just record 2 weeks before. It's not gonna happen. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm gonna record it right now, and then my body's like, nope, go lie in bed.
Yeah.
For me, I wanted to be more consistent with my Twitch stream, so I'm recording my audio a month before I release now, so that I don't have. I have to. I can plan my streams because like on my Twitch, I need it to be more like I need to research more. I can't just like talk about a certain topic and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I would lose viewers with that shit.
Yeah, especially if you're in politics, you have to actually be smart. You know, you have to. You can't just talk shit. You can't just go on and be like, oh, this person be like this, that person
if your
be like
audience.
that.
If your audience are leftist, like leftists are well-read people, so they don't just accept shit like, oh, because I said so. No, they will fucking call you out if you get your facts incorrect. Like, nah.
No, obviously,
they will
like
fucking check
in politics, it is very important to be factual. It's not like just chatting. Yeah, it's not just chatting like in in like normal. You know, regular like casual streams. Casual streams and political streams are very different.
Like a casual academic discussion. More. That's what I do in my channel, at least.
Yeah, it's more like a
also
forum,
my chat.
I feel.
Yeah,
it's more
my
like
chat
a forum
are
and...
mostly leftist. I like hardcore, like
Oh, that's
people.
fascinating. To me.
Some of them are here too. I can see them. Hello.
Hi, you guys.
Hello, imps. Some of them are here, but like it's something that I have to, I have to equip myself. Like I have to equip myself first with knowledge, and then I can talk about the topic. I don't talk about anything that I don't really know or like beyond my scope.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it because on one hand, don't say stupid things, you'll get canceled. On the other hand, intellectual conversations are fun to listen to. And you're not just talking shit. It's not like, people just saying things just because they want to say it or because they have a bias towards a certain like concept.
That's like the majority of Asmongold. That's the majority of his audience.
I don't like that. I like things that
they're
are
also
intellectual. If you're talking garbage when there are facts and real like real things in the world involved, that's not good. And also if it's not only whatever.
Not only that they're not factual, they're also very heavily bigoted. So it's just like
that's dangerous. That's not right.
That's not the vibe. Okay, let's not do that.
Also need the right headspace for politics. Personally, I sometimes actively exactly. Some people and I can kind of understand why people would complain when you used to do politics on YouTube because they kind of some people are here for the music, some people are here for the politics.
But the thing is, they have the ability to click off of the politics.
Exactly.
If it's not
but
they
they don't.
On.
But people like to complain, so. At least now you have a separation. At least now you have a separation. It's easier on you to kind of organize as well. And,
that's true.
you know,
For my content, just like politics. But the thing is, like, I always remind everyone that I'm not willing to, or I refuse to separate my politics from my art. Because literally, my art is fueled by my politics. So try as you might, you cannot separate my politics from my art, because those two are impossible. Because they reinforce each other. You know.
I'm gonna be really honest. A lot of metal bands actually base like the lyrics that they write are kind of sometimes they are kind of political. So being like, oh, you're a musician, you should avoid politics. It doesn't really. It doesn't. It depends on the person. It really depends on the person. So. You know, personally, I avoid talking about anything like too heavy, like politics or like, you know, like insane, like really controversial things. I don't touch on that on my.
I love controversial things.
Oh, yeah. I don't talk about
Yeah.
that stuff on my channel because, for me,
Yeah, I
the way-
understand
yeah,
that. It
the way-
requires a lot of mental like, what do you call this? It's a lot of mental load.
fortitude.
Yeah, it's a
different
lot,
kind of
especially if
strength.
you have to
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, if you had to
Yeah,
deal
it's a
with
different
like
kind of stream.
really rude and really like misinformed people that are willing to just argue with you just because they can argue or want to argue, not because they just want to win, not because they are right. They just
Yeah.
want to win, you know.
They kind of just
The
want
people
to
that like attack below the belt
threaten-
for no reason.
Yeah. So I avoid those on my channel personally because
Yeah, it's
I want,
understandable.
Yeah, I want people.
You
to
already
just
have
come here
enough
and-
problems. Like I understand
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I have the
I-
energy
I-
for it.
I am definitely not in the hate space for like VTubing and
Yeah.
politics. So you know, I avoid heavy topics and I generally just do more chill streams. We talk about silly things. We explore maybe, you know. I think the last stream that I did was we explored some food all over the world. Oh my goodness. There were so many crazy things that the Wingmate showed me. Also, fuck whoever.
Curse food. Yeah.
Yeah, not just even cursed food, interesting food. Like, oh my goodness, the rotten fish from Sweden.
Cultural.
Yeah,
like-
that was crazy. Yeah, rotten fish. Like, there's also rotten shark from Iceland.
In
Oh,
Vietnam,
the
we have, like,
surströmming?
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
Is it-
you
does it
know.
Yeah, because I have a Swedish coworker and he always talks about it.
Wait,
He said
have
that.
you ever tasted it?
No, the hell no. He hasn't even tried it. Like he said that when his dad opened the surströmming on like a fucking picnic table outside, he could not even come to the table.
Oh no!
It's that. Yeah, it's just like
It's
no.
that
What
vile?
the fuck? Yeah, it was vile.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why
like
people
really-
eat it. So like I don't know. Maybe it's like I guess like natto is like an acquired taste. But damn, like natto is not that bad, you know.
I mean, maybe to them, natto is worse.
Oh
and-
wait, not shark. It's canned herring. Okay.
Oh yeah. Surströmming is the Swedish.
The shark one is hakari. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it then? What's the
Hakar.
origin
Hakar.
of the shark one?
The shark one
Hakar.
is The surströmming is
Is
surströmming
also-
is it's basically a canned surströmming is canned I don't know if it's sardines or some kind of like
Herring.
small. Is it
No,
herring?
canned herring. Herring.
Yeah,
It is herring.
and then it's just really rotten smelling. It's fermented. So apparently the origin
Oh my
is
God.
that sailors had like these fish on board and they were running out of food. And oh wait, no, it's not that they were running out of food. They didn't know what to do with the fish because they had
Extra
like
food. Okay, extra fish.
barrels full of it, and then when they docked somewhere, they decided, oh, you know what? Let's just sell these barrels
Fermented,
of rotten
yeah.
fish. And they sold it to someone, and when they came back to that same town, they asked for more, and they were like, what the fuck? Because apparently they liked
Man,
it.
what
So
Yeah.
yeah, apparently they liked it, the fermented fish. So it became a thing.
When
thought it
my
would be
grandma
more for,
opened the
fertilizer.
surströmming can, her cats literally run away because it smelled
Oh
so
my
okay.
gosh.
Damn.
Is it that bad? Oh my
hell
goodness. So does it?
I would not want to
smell
be
like,
in the same room.
Does it smell like drain or something?
Jesus.
It might be kind of like you know how some people they really like the smell of durian, while others they really don't like it. Yeah,
no,
because
durian
I really like
is not that bad though.
Yeah, I personally like the smell of it. In Vietnam, we actually have a plant, an herb, that because in Vietnam we tend to like always have herbs on the side on top of like salads and stuff, and we literally have a plant called rotting fish plant, and it smells and tastes like a rotting fish market. And there's like a region in Vietnam where like they eat that shit like a motherfucker. I'm just like, how? And they're like, it's delicious. I'm like, no, get that shit away from me.
I can't even stand fish sauce.
Really?
Wait, you don't
nah,
like fish
hell,
sauce?
fuck that shit. Hell, no, fuck that shit.
I love fish sauce.
Hell the fuck no. It's so stinky. I mean, to be fair, I'm vegan, so I don't.
Yeah, you don't eat fish
yeah.
anyway.
But when I was like a kid, I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? Get that shit away from me.
Yeah, I mean, like I grew up with it, so it's kind of like the norm for me. So it's like a. Yeah, I know Anpan. He despises seafood. Period.
I'm pretty sure Ampan's allergic to seafood.
I'm allergic to seafood as well.
Yeah.
That's
one of
why.
my mods, Ampan is our head mod and also runs our Discord server. He is allergic to seafood. I think. Are you Ampan? I don't remember. Pretty sure you avoid seafood like the plague.
We'll have to see.
I agree with Mana. Hell no with fish sauce.
I do remember like so I was like vegetarian for a year because for some reason my body was just like, if you smell anything that is meat, you're going to feel nauseous and then you're just gonna throw up everywhere. Yeah. So like when I was able to like stomach the smell of meat again, I ate it and my body was just like, hell no. Like, is it like a thing that you kind of have to adjust to it?
Yeah,
I don't know if there's others that are like
same. Like, I guess it's acquired taste. Like, let's say you're vegan and then one day you had to eat meat, you would feel weird too because you don't eat that shit.
Nah,
you know?
I don't like the feeling of eating pork. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Okay, but like the texture of pork is kind of weird though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Korea is very much a
how it
pork
made
eating
me
country.
feel when I was
really
eating pork. Like, man, what the? I feel like I'm gonna like pass out. Like it's so heavy in my. I feel like my bloodstream, my arteries are getting clogged with like fucking fat or I don't know. Hell no.
I feel that. It's like I'm personally a fish person more than a like meat person. Because meat is kind of like I don't know, maybe it's because of my condition, but I find fish easier to eat and meat kind of makes me feel a little heavy.
Yeah. It requires a lot of energy to digest meat too.
Yeah.
Yes, when my stomach,
because
I was on a liquid diet for 4 years, and fish was definitely a lot easier for my body to like break it down compared to land animals.
Fish is easier to digest, really? Oh, yeah. I mean, I was always like, even before I knew I had an autoimmune disease, I kind of just preferred certain types of foods like fish. I didn't really like white rice. I preferred brown rice because and generally my diet is pretty vegan because I eat tofu. I have miso all the time. I like fermented stuff. I like fermented tofu, that kind of stuff. And if there's something that can replace meat, I will eat that instead, and then mostly vegetables. Because I just strongly prefer the flavor of those things. It's not
it's
about
a fresher taste and it's lighter.
It's lighter. Everything is just lighter. Even like, you know, like meat replacements, like you know, those canned meat replacement things. Yeah. What I don't know what you call that over here, but I don't know what you call it over at your place, but yeah. Those fake meat things, you know, the processed soy things. Yeah. So I actually prefer those too. I'm not vegan, but I I
The taste is just nicer.
Yeah, I eat a very vegan diet for some reason.
Yeah, that's good though. You know.
Yeah, it's and it. You know, my body just takes it better. So you know, it makes sense. It makes sense why I
it
like.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes sense why I like more vegan-y food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to explain it because you know, I'm technically not vegan. I do eat meat. I do love a really good you know, a Korean barbecue or something, but usually I'll just go for, you know, if I cook at home, whatever, I just grab more like vegan options. I eat tofu. It's also easier to cook, so.
I'm just meat boy.
You're a meat boy?
just full protein.
Let's go. I mean, you do need it though because you gym and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get it from. What do you call this? From.
Protein shakes.
Lentils.
No, like vegan sources as well. So.
Yeah. I find that chickpeas are like really
from
easy to eat for like the protein
beans
from
and then...
from seitan.
From what?
Yeah,
seitan.
I've never had seitan before.
It's gluten
like
meat. Yeah.
Wait, what? How do you spell that? Is it? Do you sell
S-E? Hold on, I'm gonna type it. Seitan.
Oh.
Oh, seitan! I was like, Satan?
Not
what? You
Satan.
eat
It looks so similar.
I get my protein from Satan.
Yeah, like Satan.
Yeah,
I was like,
thanks,
what?
Satan. You always get my back. Yeah.
Actually, her gym coach.
I got homemade Satan.
Oh, Chad, did you guys know that Ku
saying.
is actually a really good screamer as well?
I'm still learning. The thing is, so I was really excited in finding a metal vocal coach, and I had my first and only lesson with him. But the thing is, so at first I thought when I sent him like a sample of like things that I've been doing, he's like, oh, you know, like you're really good, blah blah. So I thought, oh, maybe he's just like being nice, because like at least my only real like reference to people that I ask for help with like voice things would be Zephy, right? So I'm like, oh, maybe it's just like music people, like they normally just say a bunch of nice things and then afterwards like, all right, here's the thing, you're shit, you know, like, or whatever, right? No, he was when I went there, he was like, there's not much that I can really teach you. So he kind of helped me with the low growls, which is what I was I wanted to focus on. But afterwards he was just like, sorry, but I can't really teach you all that much because you're at the level where it's past what he can teach, essentially.
Yeah, basically you're really good already. You just need to practice and find the tone that you want. So it's like he's like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. You're good.
Yeah, the only other thing,
I think what you could start doing if you're already at a place where you are like your teacher said that you're already at that place where he can't teach you anything, start writing songs.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't write for shit, sis.
No, that's why. That's why. Start writing. Learn that skill so that you can tailor your voice to the songs.
How did you start? Like, what process do you do to have started writing for yourself?
Vibes. I don't know. Vibes. Really?
Yeah.
Get an okay, so what I do, to be fair, I was already writing songs when I was 14 because I was in a hardcore band, right? But it's so easy because it's just patterns. So if you know how to rap, or like, you know, it's basically screaming is just patterns, you know. So you pair it with like the BPM and stuff like that, and then put words in it and then scream it.
Yeah, the problem is putting words. That's the hard part.
Yeah, because for me, I've always been like, well, an illustrator So like rather than like vent poems, vent lyrics, which a lot of my friends in high school and onwards have done, I just did vent art, so I would do like comic strips instead. But I wouldn't know how to translate that kind of thing to words because I'm not a word person.
Yeah, but it's a skill that you can definitely cultivate because I stopped writing and then I went back to writing again when I started YouTubing. So you can learn that shit like as long as you practice. You know, you make time to practice. But what you can do is like get like an instrumental, like any random instrumental, and write your own patterns for that song. Even if it's already like it already had like it's already like an established song, but write your own version.
I actually I don't write my own version, but when I am trying to like sing certain songs, I do change the patterns and the melody to be different, mainly because it's the original is out of my musical understanding.
Yeah, I mean,
but I felt like it's more like compromising rather than actually like anything else. No,
it's not compromising per se.
You can
it's
start
kind
with
of
that, then.
Yeah, it's kind of like just making the song fit your preference better. Yeah, I don't think it's compromising.
Yeah, it's also not compromising, but fitting the song to your voice and your style. Because that's essentially what songwriting is. Like, you don't write something that you can't sing live, you know?
Oh my god, I need to complain about that. So many Vocaloid songs are written in such a way where you just cannot perform it live, and it irks me so much.
They are Vocaloid songs.
It irks
meant to
me
be
so
sung by
much.
robots.
Yeah, so I'm like, can you guys not at least make it like sensible? Because sometimes some of the songs just don't stop. Like, it's just like blah 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 blah. Okay, song ends. Like, where did they breathe?
Yeah.
And Dorn Ghost, thank you so much for the
Hello, Adorn.
I think I missed a couple of other like oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I missed a couple of messages. Oh my god. No,
I didn't know you could do like liking on the supers and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, like I think that was implemented like last year or a couple of years ago when YouTube started being more friendly to like streamers, and you know at least like you know people know that you saw it. Yeah, it's a way to like acknowledge it, even though like you know sometimes we're going on about something with other people on stream, and then you can't like you like and then the moment's over and then you can't like you know acknowledge them in time, so you kind of just hit the heart. At least they know you saw it, you know. I think it's a cool option.
It's a good thing.
You can't do that on Twitch though, so yeah.
For writing music, we just start with the instrumentals or the vocals melody. Usually, I write with an instrumentalist, and then they write something within. For example, Chris writes something within my vocal range. So he writes the instruments. When he writes the instruments, he would think about my voice. And then he would give it to me and like, what do you think? I'm like, yeah, this fits my voice, so I will therefore I will make lyrics for it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
so that's basically it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you want to work with what do you call this? If you have an instrumentalist that you can work with, you can ask them to like think about your voice, your range, and then they will like try to fit the song and the key of the song to your voice. So it would be easier for you to like write over it and sing over it, you know.
Being in a gigging touring band would help for writing too, I guess. Oh yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
that's very true.
Or just write.
But that's hard. That's a different skill set though. Like touring is I don't want to be a touring musician. Fuck that shit.
Really?
I'm nuh-uh.
Yeah, no, me
Thank
neither.
you. No
I don't
thanks.
think I can handle it. Like with my health.
No,
like this, I
no.
would be dead by the third show or like the second one.
No, you can just you can bring the monitor there and you show yourself.
Monitor. Oh my god, June! Do you guys watch like June? What June said? Have you guys ever watched what the fuck was that show again? Big Bang Theory. that Sheldon guy at one point
Sheldon?
he was like,
Okay.
at one point he was like, oh, I'm gonna go to work virtually because I want to stay in my room because he's just being weird, and then
he's introverted. And
he's like technically
he's a weirdo,
he is hilarious. And then he had this like computer screen attached to some freaking like drone legs or something, and then he was trying to get up like this ledge and the thing wouldn't go, like he was like remote controlling it from home, and then he got stuck on this ledge and couldn't go into the elevator or whatever. It was so hilarious. Like if we
oh my god,
I was
think I've
thinking
seen that
about
episode.
that.
I watched that show like a couple of years ago, but I think I remember that episode.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I imagine that when June said, "Oh, just put a monitor," that's what I imagined. So you just see my face and then like a freaking like
get stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a robot vacuum.
Yeah.
Robot vacuum with a monitor. That's hilarious.
Oh my, yeah, it is.
What it made me think of was so you know how like in schools when you would have like movie day or whatever, and the teacher brings out like that fat ass TV with like the rolling stand thing. I'm imagining that.
Oh,
you have to like bang on like the TV
so
a few
funny,
times so that like the static would go away.
To make it work, yeah.
Wait, you guys had
Fix
that?
it by hitting it 4 times.
Oh my goodness. Oh, because he wanted
playing live is so different from anything you do in this. Yeah, playing live is a different thing. Oh my god, because you have to also deal with different. You also have to have contingencies. Like if your in-ear monitor breaks, like how the fuck are you gonna hear? You can't hear anything on stage.
That's true.
Oh really?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh my god. I actually had that happen to me at one of the what do you call it? One of the shows in I went to this I performed at this one convention. And my in-ear monitor just turned off halfway through the song. So I was like,
dog.
okay. I'm done for because I was literally done for because I could not hear anything. All I could hear was like
yes, yeah. That's why like
I was like,
when you do a concert,
the music? I can't even hear the drum beat. I thought I could cheese it by just kind of singing over the song, but it was metal, so I was like, how does this work? I can't exactly cheese where my tempo goes, so but they fixed it really fast. I'm super, I respect the team there so much because holy shit, they fixed it so fast. Like they fixed it within
been a
like
disaster,
they fixed it within like I don't know, like 10 seconds, but 10 seconds was already like a verse.
Missed just some of the lines.
I missed an entire verse, and I was like, what the fuck did I do now? Yeah, but I was basically like, put your hands up, yay, let's get hyped up, like, cause I couldn't hear anything. So I didn't actually. Was it in
Malaysia?
Yeah, it was in Malaysia. So I basically just didn't sing half of the song. I was just like, put your hands up. That song became like the hype song for like, for the next 2 songs or something. I don't remember what I sang, but it was really fun. It was a really fun show. We had to like actually travel to make it work, travel to the studio so that they could hook us up to so that they could hook us up to the to the front and everything. It was crazy. It was it was a kind of we had to rehearse it as well, so it was a pretty convoluted setup. But I don't want to like kind of like talk too much about it because I don't want people to because we had like
it's a behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's kind of behind the scenes stuff, and we don't want to like expose their industry secrets. It was just really fascinating to me. Yeah, but it was really cool. It was really cool.
That's good that you got fixed in 10 seconds. Like,
I would really love to probably host like a 3D concert one day.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be really fun, but
That'll be impossible though, like with like if it's gonna be done locally, I guess that would be easier.
Like
for example, if all of the performers are gonna be in the same place, it's not gonna be a problem.
But that it all still requires a lot of also I'm probably not I don't think people would want to come out to see me live now. Maybe in the future, you know, when I do a little bit better as a content creator. But I think it would be a really cool thing. Maybe I could do like an online 3D concert first. I need a 3D model first, though. Yeah. So that's
I do have a 3D
thing.
model that I haven't used yet because I don't know how to make it work.
Oh no!
I mean, I'm trying to make it work though, but I still need to debut it. But I don't know if I want to debut it because it was my old model, like in my old like costume. I guess.
Oh, I mean, you could.
But I just want to use it. I don't want to debut it. I just want to use it. You know?
Just use it then. Just one.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a serious debut. You just kind of like
I don't want to
first.
It's a lot of headache to like. Oh my god, no! I just
you don't need to do a debut.
You know?
You can kind of just do a simple like first look. So like, hey, I got it to work. Yay! Let's play with it together. You know.
Because I just want to use I want to use MMD. I want to do like metal versions of like
that would be so fun.
I want to do metal versions of stuff and then have my models like dancing.
Yeah, move
to, like,
to it.
Metal
that would be really cool.
Because a lot of people are gonna get mad about it, so it's gonna be nice.
You know, I actually saw someone
out
there. I think it was on Blue Sky. Someone made a MMD of me, and I was like, "Wait, no way! That's a whole ass like Zephy model, and it even turned around, and the hair looked so good." I was like, "Bro,
yo, send the link.
Like a part of that video where it kind of like twirled around your arm, and I'm just like, oh, that was a good, that was a good part.
Kind of like, it was a song that I would never have covered, but oh my goodness, the MMD movements, it was so good. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I think it's
maybe you should commission that person or like pay them for the what do you call this?
Oh, here it is.
Right. Oh, I found it. Yeah. I think it's like an MMD. So okay, I'm gonna just drop it in chat. Look, it's so cute. I think it's based in Vroid or something, but oh my god, it's so
wow,
cute.
okay, yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, Veet is what they use.
Look at it, it's so cute. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a whole entire like 3D model. You can just
and it even has like the MV in the back and everything. It looks so good. It looks crazy. It looks insane crazy. Some of the Wingmates have also made like what do you call it? 3D like alt models with like alt costumes and stuff with different hair. They're so talented. One of the Wingmates, I think it was Lil Hash, even made like a 3D printed model, and then everyone started printing it. It was so funny. Everyone was like, "Oh, there are 3D. There are what? You know, the 3D printers," and then everyone just started printing their own little Zephys. I think like in the future, I kind of want to commission. You know that everyone has like a. Do you have like a mascot for the imps?
Yeah, like they are the Frutaco cheese.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
And also like I have like Kage-chan, right? Like my companion, but also like the imps are like they're the fruit heads.
Oh
yeah.
Let me show you.
Oh my god.
The Frutakuchi imps. Like hold on, let me.
Frutakuchi, that's so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
like this melon boy.
I never had
Oh my gosh.
Where is it? Oh my goodness, that's so cute! What?
Right?
Hold on, let me save this and put it on stream. That is so cute.
Oh my gosh, the running.
Those are so. Oh my god, they're so. Oh my god, you got different ones. That's so cute.
Frutakuchi boys.
That is
Frutakuchi
so
imps.
Cute. Oh my goodness, that is so adorable. Oh, there's also oh my goodness, you have so many. Oh, is that a sticker? I can't download that.
That's a sticker?
The Discord sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
rolling one. No, that's so cute. Hold on, let me put it on screen for everyone else to see.
I'm gonna show you the ones. Where's the rolling boy? I don't have the rolling boy. Oh wait.
Guys, look. These are the fruit takuchis. This is adorable. Technically, like my community is being represented by pigeons right now, but I don't know how to, you know, commission like an official.
Pigeons?
Yeah, like I kind of wanna like commission someone to make like an official design, but I don't know. Maybe it's better if I just get
it's
the wingmates to do it. Yeah,
I think it would be more fun if the wingmates were the one to design it.
Yeah. Instead of
This was designed by Banana Based. Like my he's from like Monocord, so it's you know, it's more organic that way that it's from
These
the
are so
imp.
adorable.
From the imps by an imp. For the imps.
Did Banana Base also animate these?
Yes, he did.
They are so good.
Yeah. Do you want to commission them if you want?
That would be cool.
It's really,
but
it's
are
not
they...
that expensive too. Like they, and also like
Look at these. Oh my god, so cute.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of.
Yes, the running melons.
Oh my
Watermelon.
goodness, so cute. I like how they're just running around June now.
Yes.
They're like annoying June. Hold on, let me do this.
June is like
this.
the babysitter.
Namlock,
Where's
thank
the
you so
apple?
much for the super chat.
I'm gonna give you the running impulse.
Oh my
Oh
goodness,
my
look
gosh,
at this.
the way you're
They're
arranging them.
annoying June.
They're like, yeah!
It's
Look,
so chaotic. Chaos.
Oh my
Chaos
goodness.
is
Oh, the
me.
apple. Oh my goodness, the apple one is so cute, bro.
It's impulse. And banana
Oh.
melon imp.
Here you go, Zephyr. I give you a free
Actually,
one.
it's just melump.
What did you
Melump.
say?
Melon?
Dude?
Oh.
Here's a free one right now.
What free one?
Oh my god.
What free one?
Oh my god. It's
Oh,
a Wingmate one.
Oh wait, where?
No, it's in the chat. Wingmate. Wimp. It's a wimp.
It's so. Oh my god!
It's a wimp.
Oh my god! That
An
was such a
impulse
quick
wingmate.
edit.
An impulse wingmate.
Oh my god, that
Oh
is
my
hilarious.
God.
Why is it not saying?
June is so happy.
June is so
Our models are just smiling, and then his Discord reactive is just like
Yeah, June is just
mega
like okay.
depressed.
Oh my god, look at
Oh my god.
this. This is perfect.
Oh my god.
I like how we just got on and we didn't talk even a single thing about the cover.
I know, right? Holy shit.
Okay,
That's
chat.
I think somebody asked a question. This was somebody said that is this our first what do you call this? Collab together after Kingslayer. And yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this is-
We did
No, after
Salamander.
Kingslayer. No, after Kingslayer.
Oh, wait, right. We did Kingslayer after
Right?
Salamander. Yeah.
A year after. Oh my god, I'm sorry. After
No,
a
it's
year.
okay. Yeah, we actually planned this last year, I think, and then
Yeah.
shit happened, and then
Shit,
a lot,
so much shit happened. So
a lot of things happened. So we were like,
Man,
you know, don't worry. I
Let's just-
I was like, you know what?
let's just get back to it when we're all kind of like in the
Yeah.
right headspace, you know.
Yeah. So you know,
And
we
finally
just
it
kind of-
happened. Yay! I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
I know oh my god, we blend so well in this cover. It is. So
I know. I
fun.
sometimes don't even know which am I panned, because who is this? Is this me?
Yeah,
Especially with
standard
our
music
harms.
time.
Our harms is just like what? Wait.
We sound the
is
same.
this
I'm
me?
like, I
Yeah.
don't know who is who, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing. And
Yeah.
June also panned us like left and right, so you can kind of,
Yeah.
you know, pick us out if you want.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so it was really fun.
Yeah, I really had fun. Thank you, Zephy, for having me.
And thank you for singing with me. That was this song is super fun. It's kind
It is
of
fun. It is
yeah,
very
it's
fun.
kind of like it's kind of like it's not like super popular, you know, but
I like the energy of the song, and also it kind of made me experiment a little bit with like my tones, and I'm like, oh, okay, this actually works for me. Okay, then,
yeah,
you know, something that I normally do not do. I was able to do it in the song, and I'm like, okay,
you sounded really interesting
yeah.
in that song. I loved it. Like you use so many like different techniques. I really like the way you started off like da 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 da. Yeah, like the way that you kind of your tone was really interesting in this song. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it is like you know, because it feels like because the original is definitely like the Vocaloid. So with Vocaloid, you can definitely do whatever you want.
Yeah,
because you're just mimicking Miku.
Yeah, I scripted the thing so that you got all of Ado's parts and I did Miku's parts, but I think I changed some of it because I realized that
you also did some of Ado's parts, you know?
Yeah, because
I think that's a good decision because like I think that you also had to like, you know,
I think
you also need to showcase your vocal athleticism and
yeah, also
in some of the parts, you know, and that's really good. You really nailed every single part. So
I'm glad.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's so the way I scripted it was because I realized that the line distribution was like kind of unfair. So I had to like.
And also, I'm like, damn, I have to do a lot of stuff, and I'm like, good thing that you changed it so that I don't have to do so much.
Yeah, because otherwise you would have like, I don't know, like 50 lines, and I would have like 20, and then I would like have it so easy, like, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, that's how duets work. You have to like kind of like make the
distribute the lines.
And obviously, you know, I kind of like distributed it in a way where we both got an equal amount of different lines.
So it's not just the repetitive ones. Yeah.
So you know, in the first verse you sang something else, and then in the second one I sing the same. So you know that communication. Woohoo!
Yeah. We switched in the
both
second chorus.
So we both had one of those lines. So I made sure to switch. Yeah. So yeah, scripting is important in duets. You can't just like give whoever whatever line. You have to make it interesting.
Yeah, and also it has to fit the vocal range as well. But I think both of us can do like Ado stuff, so it was not really a problem like to begin with. But
it was really fun.
It was really fun.
It was
I really enjoyed
hella
it.
fun. Yeah, it was a hella fun cover. Oh, cool. Do you
standard VTuber timeline?
Yeah, I know, right? Cool. Do you want to show
how long ago?
Your do you want to show your what do you call it? Your time lapse? Should I show it?
Oh, sure.
Okay, hold on. I did.
How long ago was Salamander?
Wait,
a year
actually
ago.
have, like,
over a year ago.
Thing kind of set up.
January
I don't know if my
2024.
phone's battery.
Is there audio in
okay,
your time lapse?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So I'm just gonna drop it on the screen actually.
Oh wait.
Hold on.
Oh, you already have the file.
Yeah, I have the file.
Yeah, because I was afraid that my internet connection might be wonky.
June added more like banana pigeon and banana melon pigeon.
Let me see. Okay, I have the time lapse on the
oh hell yeah.
Wait, you sketched like line art for this? That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Well, I always delude myself into thinking I can do line art, but you'll notice that every speed paint I've done, I do the line art for the general sketch, think I can do the line art, give up, and then just do blobs.
I mean, if that's the way that if it's easier for you to work that way, then just work that way, you know?
Yeah, it's just I get you know, I want to try to improve my line work. It's just
Dude, why does the banana have like a doll?
I'm actually like editing it so that there's it's wimp instead of doll.
Oh my god! This is so funny. What the hell? Oh my goodness, the screen is just filled with memes now.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. Oh no! Oh my goodness, they're huge!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. I should send these in the bird cage.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Oh my goodness.
Here, so that it's a wimp sponsored instead.
Yeah, wimp. It's a wimp.
Yeah, but there you go, guys. That's the speed paint. I love your sketches so much. They look so good.
I try to make my sketches readable. That way, when I'm getting feedback from you guys, it's not like, what the fuck is Ku doing? Like, what are these lines?
I mean, honestly, I can kind of like imagine.
I like how you do the anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
I'm always like really nitpicky about anatomy. That's why I don't really what do you call this? I don't commission a lot of other artists that I'm not really sure about the anatomy. So yours is really good though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not just the anatomy, but I try to make it because I know sometimes when people, especially non-artists, are trying to explain what they want, sometimes it's hard to translate into the drawing from like how they explain. Like luckily with your feedback and Zephy's feedback, it's very clear to understand, so there wasn't a lot of revision. I think we only did like 2, but that's because I forgot like a few trinkets here and there.
Oh yeah. I don't think there was a major like revision.
Yeah, there wasn't anything
from the
where
sketch
I'm
that
like,
you showed us.
you need to change this entire hand because it looks funny or something. Yeah.
It was my lips, the color of my lips. I guess that's it.
Oh yeah, you wanted like a lipstick color change or something.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what revisions I asked for. I don't think I did ask for anything. I was just like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, just like my I think it was just my lip color and then my hair ornament. I think that was
it was like missing something.
The pose itself, like the composition of the art, I didn't really have any like complaints. So
you know what I really like about Ku's art? The way that Ku does nails, I live for that.
True.
Like every time she does something with like hands up front, she always makes the nails so pretty. Too bad like this one had like the palms facing front, so you couldn't really see it. But every time there's a picture or anything that Ku has to wait, why are you drawing?
Like, so I was taking
body?
I was taking a break because I was like, I don't want to stop drawing, but I don't really feel like doing the other parts, so I just kind of like threw that in there as like a bit of practice for myself, but I forgot that it captures into the time lapse on Clip Studio. Yeah, I didn't draw any like NSFW parts. I was just like,
you can't see that. You shaded that. That's so nice though.
Yeah, it's also like to get a general, because the way that this is shaded, I kind of mixed how I used to do things and what I do now. Because I think at the time I was still trying to develop like how am I supposed to shade? Like how should I go about shading and rendering an illustration? Yeah, I mean like I was completely aware that it wasn't going to be shown. It was just like, oh okay, well like this is how texture skin thing. Let's figure it out.
I mean it kind of makes sense because that part of the dress kind of wraps around, and technically you can kind of shade out the areas that hug the body. So, you know, it was good practice.
Especially with so like what some artists do is they shade the naked body, but then they use the shading layer to put on top of the clothes layer so that it hugs better. Because they use
that makes sense.
The multiply filter. Basically, it takes all the shading parts and makes it darker for like whatever is on top of that layer.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Drawing like both of your hair, it's really fun to do because not often do I have, well, okay, I guess like I can't really say that anymore because I do draw like Zephy a lot more often. Now I think like generally like you don't really ask for much feedback because I've gotten familiar with how your look is. Whereas for Mana, I believe this is like my first time like drawing her fully. Yeah, so it definitely like had some parts where I felt like I needed to tweak. I also had was it based on Ichid's art style. I still wanted to keep like the lines that that she does on to, you know, like the illustrations that she does for yours, because I think that is very much like a nice characteristic that I associate myself with you. So I tried putting those in. I actually used to do that myself, but I didn't have a brush for it, so I'm just like, oh, I have to draw every single line, and I'm so bad at like making it like even. Fuck. Yeah.
Do you have a brush for it now, though?
Yeah. It's called the rake brush. So I'm raking her hair.
Like the one with the 5 lines.
That's
awesome. That brush is so useful. It looks so good too. No spoilers. What?
Oh, I think it was supposed to be for like because I was going to do like a recording of it and then having the speed paste to post on onto YouTube, but I didn't feel like having a separate asset, so I was like, I'll just draw it on and then like screenshot or like freeze that part, put it there, whatever.
That's smart.
Yeah, but I'm a super genius and I didn't actually hit record the entire time. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess it's just whatever time lapse that Clip Studio had recorded in there. Yeah.
I'm surprised,
so I actually can't
like
zoom in or anything.
Clip Studio just catches everything. Wait, why did it stop?
Maybe it got tired. Either that or I'm just like
Oh, you're just like
I'm
idling?
Oh, no. It's the ruffles on her dress.
Right. Oh yeah, it's too small. You kind of can't see it. Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really like
you're shading
the goth dress.
Yeah.
Like
I
rendering
really
Mana's
that
hair
dress.
is fun.
Honestly,
Really?
I would wear this in real life if I could.
Me too.
Yeah. It's so cute.
We based it on like a real dress though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I can't allow myself to wear dresses. I have the worst luck with it. Any day that I'm just like, I'm going to wear a dress, it's always windy as fuck.
Oh.
And not only that, but I lack
That's what shorts are for.
Yeah.
I lack the
like,
femininity to know what to do with my body to like hide anything. So I mean, like when the wind does blow, it's just like, my underwear is showing. I'm just like,
that's why I wear shorts.
What the fuck do I do?
Yeah,
I
I do that as well. I wear shorts, like those safety shorts under my under my.
That's what Japanese schoolgirls do. Like they wear shorts underneath.
Yeah, I used to.
That's what I used to do when I was in. That's what I used to do when I was in high school too. So.
Oh really?
Same.
Oh, did you guys have to wear like uniforms?
I had to wear a uniform.
Yeah, same. I had to wear a uniform too. So yeah, I had to wear also the uniform fits so weird. You know how like clothes, some certain types of clothes are just not made for certain types of bodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so the uniforms always fit weird on me. So weird that I had to go like 3 sizes bigger, and then the straps on the top kept falling off, and then they were like, "Oh, you don't dress like a slut."
That's annoying.
And then I'm like, but you said my skirt was too short. And, I had to wear like a pinafore, so it was like one piece. And if I bought a bigger size, it was long enough because they were like, oh, it has to be a certain length and it's not below your knee. It has to be longer. So I was like, okay, but if I get a bigger size, it's gonna be too big. So I had to buy the bigger size, and it kept falling off my shoulders, and then they called me a slut. So I was like, what? What do I do?
What the
Actually, you can't do anything about it aside from safety pins, I guess.
About it because if I buy a bigger size, it's too big because I have a small frame. But if I buy the size that fits me, it's too short because I have long ass legs. So
yeah. Oh my god.
Not my fault. I have model legs, It makes
Wait,
me
you're
so
tall
mad.
too, right?
Yeah, I'm not that tall. I'm like normal-ish height, like 164.
No,
think
like
it's
for
just
an
like
Asian girl, you're
the
kind of
yeah,
tall though.
for Caucasians, I'm normal, but for Asian,
Like, wait, how tall are you? Was it 160?
164. 164,
Oh yeah, that's
165.
pretty tall.
in
That's-
America,
That's my
a lot
niece.
Of, like,
My niece is like 164.
Do you have to,
in
like,
America, a
look
lot of
up
Asian
it-
Americans are around that height. Yeah.
I'm literally like my if I stand next to my niece, I'm at her shoulders.
Ah,
I'm at her yeah.
yeah.
So they can just imagine I'm that short. So I'm 4'11", so
We're the
One-
same height. Let's
151.
go.
yeah, let's go. 151 centimeters.
Yeah. I used to wear a uniform when I used to live in Mexico. But
Wait,
yeah,
you used
'cause,
to
like,
live in Mexico?
yeah, so
Damn.
my early years, I was like born in America, but I was raised for like the first 5 years of my life in Mexico.
Whoa.
Yeah, so when I went to like was it preschool and first grade, I had to wear like the uniforms there, but the thing is I have a fat juicy ass. And so like when like even like was it the cuz we didn't have like the skin tight like shorts thing at that time. We had pumpkin panties. You know, the ones that fucking flare out and shit.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Pofios.
Yeah, so like
No
my ass just like
way.
became fatter, so I was just like,
Oh my goodness.
mother, can I just wear like boy shorts? So I got in trouble every day because
Damn.
I like my shirt and like the bow is like for the girls' uniform, but then I'm always wearing pants.
Yeah.
My teachers ended up giving up on it because I was just like, I'm not wearing a skirt, never! Because like they were chasing me with the fucking skirt. They're like, wear a skirt right now. I'm like, no! So eventually they just gave up. Yeah.
Oh, that was me too. I was a mega tomboy when I was a child.
Oh my goodness.
My mom
yeah.
was so frustrated with me because I want to run. Cause like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I was a very active child, so I wanted to fucking run. If I wear dresses, I can't run, can I? Like I always complain to my mom. I can't play hide and seek. Like I can't play like tag with this. Do you want me to play outside? Like whenever like what? No, mom, no. So
It's also with the sitting too, because I don't sit like a proper lady with my legs closed or anything. I do the thing where like I lift one leg up to kind of like support my fucked up back,
yeah.
you know? And my mom's like,
Asian
can you stop looking
uncle.
like an
Comfortable,
uncle?
you know?
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Uncle.
Yeah, no, that's what I was comfortable with.
The
So I was
uncles.
just like, I definitely can't wear a skirt.
The uncle sitting position. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Same with like, was it crouching
The Asian
on the
uncle
floor?
sitting. Yeah.
Like that's really comfortable for me rather than like sitting just a crouch on the floor. You know, they're just like, can you at least put your legs in? I'm like, no, I need breathing space. I don't understand why they don't give pants to girls if they want uniforms so badly. What
that's
is
the
also
thing.
kind of
They're like,
ass is
oh,
that during the
girls-
winter, you still at least like the school that I went to, you still have to wear skirt.
Oh yeah, in Japan too. Yeah.
It's so fucked up. I'm
It's-
in
yeah,
like
it's messed
2
up. It
feet
is messed
height
up.
snow. Like my tiny ass like literally is drowning in the snow. Like if I just stood there, no one can see me.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm just like, it's cold, but I'll get in trouble.
Man.
What the hell?
Yeah, I really don't understand why, you know, they wouldn't give girls or you know, maybe give a couple of options. Like let's say, you know, like pinafore or skirt, and then you can mix and match as long as the colors and you know the material is the same.
Yeah.
So like let's say the school uniform is green, then you know everyone has to be green, but you have different options of green. You can wear pants, you can wear you know you can wear a coat or not. You can wear you know a white shirt you know, it has to be a white shirt, but everything else you can kind of mix and match. So girls can wear different skirt lengths, maybe. You know, you can have floor length if you want. You can.
Or if they want a skirt, why not have aoyai? Because like we wear pants underneath our aoyai.
Exactly.
The Vietnamese traditional dress thing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I really wish that aoyai was a uniform because it is so easy. It looks so elegant. It looks pretty, but at the same time, it is so easy to walk and whatever in. You know, it's really easy to do activities in. So, I would imagine if like a young kid that wanted to run and climb trees, it would be easier to run in an aoyai rather than like a dainty pinafore, you know?
Yeah, like if you don't want the skirt in the way, you just like stuff that fucking skirt shit inside the pants.
Yeah, or just tie it around my I would tie it around my waist because you know the aoyai has like what do you call it? Slits down the sides. I would just tie it around my waist. But yeah, man. Uniforms are, you know, just whack.
Fuck that, yeah.
Sometimes you just don't consider that different women, different girls have different body shapes.
Yeah.
And then
but it has to conform to the standard.
Yeah.
Status quo.
That's just the culture of it. Anyways, how's the mix about the culture, guys?
The mix was great.
Yeah, June, do you want to talk about that actually?
Perfect segue, you know, perfect segue right there.
Yeah.
Actually,
June is now in his bedroom voice.
Yeah, it's like he's so ready to go to bed. Look at his eyes. He's so ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's night time.
Night
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
Gym time.
this instrumental was a long time coming for me, I guess, because it's been a while. This is like a week made kind of instrumental, and it's, I think the intro riff really got me inspired to make it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know that part. I was like,
oh my goodness,
that should sound heavy, so I immediately went to that one.
I love the intro so much, honestly.
Yeah, it goes hard.
The riff is insane. I like it.
It's chunky.
That's why I'm like,
it's a banger.
I immediately just did it and then showed you guys about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we should do this." You know, I'm like, "Okay."
Right? Yeah. True. But then you know, a year later.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it just got stuck in backlog hell because a lot of things were happening, and then you know we were like, okay, you know what? Let's just pick it back up whenever things kind of settle down, and then when we actually picked it back up, things just went along pretty fast. Like, you know, everything was just poof done.
We did it in I think less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was just a week or two, and then everything was done. And then we just had like a couple of no brain cells moments when I was trying to you know get the video matched with the audio. Everyone was like 2 brain cells, and then Iro, the MV maker, kind of sent it to me with the placeholder audio with the final file. That I was like, wait, this is not. And then I looked at the what do you call it? Like some of the parts, and then they were like backwards because they made it according to they made it according to Miku.
According to the previous script, right?
Yeah, like Miku, because
and then you changed it.
Yeah, they were listening to Miku and Ado's voices. But I think when they made the video, they weren't looking at the script that I provided them. They were actually just listening to the audio. Yeah, so I was like, oh wait, this is backwards. We need to change that. Oh yeah, there you go. The what do you call it? The time lapse is done. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, let's bring back the. Oh, never mind. It died. It did. I wanted to show like the end. Ta-da!
The final product. Yeah.
Oh, I could send you the.
Oh no, it's fine. I have
final
it.
render.
Yeah, I have it, but yeah, there you go. I just paused the video right there. Look at it, it's so good. And then oh, cool. I know that you gave me some thumbnails to use, but I
yeah. They were just suggestions because I'm nowhere near a graphic designer, so I was like, oh, I think I just copied from the original, yeah.
But I was like, oh, I want a green background because it looks funny. It's like a green screen, and also it's like it looks more. It makes me and Mana pop more because it's like a green that doesn't exist in both of our designs.
Yeah. Oh, I could have changed it. To green.
Oh, I had your files, but because you did the chromatic aberration thing over it, so it didn't. Yeah, it didn't have the layer with the background anymore. So I was like, oh, never mind.
Oh, it's actually a auto action. So basically, I just click a button and it automatically adds it in.
Oh, you have the newer version of Click Studio.
Oh no. So the auto action has been there since like version 1.
Oh wait, no way. I don't know where it is. I've been doing it manually all this time. Holy shit.
I used to do that, but then I was like, wait, what the fuck is an auto action? And it turns out like a bunch of artists, they you can download the auto actions in like the asset thingy. So I got that and I was just like, oh my gosh, this makes my life so much easier. Same with like color correction. Like mood lightings, things like that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Yeah, let's go. June, is there anything significant you want to tell us about? Oh wait, the solo in the middle. I like that. It was very nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I layered. I think I layered like a synth on top of the guitar, so it sounds a bit, I guess it's a bit thicker, I guess.
It sounded really interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to make it like a mixture of like just the original and then, of course, just my spin to it as well. Yeah.
I really like how you basically, arranged this instrumental because that song was kind of like just cheerful and, kind of like pop. It was a typical pop song, and then you made it so funky sounding. It was heavy, and then it had that bass. I don't
groove metal type.
I don't know what you call that tone, but it's like the twangy. It's kind of like it's not really bass, but it's not really guitar kind of tone. The one that you use for the intro.
Oh no, that's just like so basically the guitar, right? They have this thing in the guitar where it could change the pickup toggle. Yeah, and I put it in the middle. It makes it more twangy.
So that's a guitar, not like bass.
If you see a guitar, right? Like there's pickups. There's like 2 of them usually, and there's like a.
Wait, what kind of pickups do you have? Humbuckers or?
Yeah, no, there are 2 humbuckers.
Hamburger?
Are humbuckers like active or passive? Are they active or passive pickups?
I changed it to passive instead of active because I don't want to deal with batteries.
Oh my god, I used to have a bass. I mean, I still have it. My bass is active. I hate it so much. I regret buying an active bass because holy fuck, I keep having to change the batteries.
Exactly. That's why I'm not dealing with that shit.
They do sound better though. They have a more, like if you play it live, they have a more, humbucker.
Yeah.
Active. I find that the active bass that I have, it kind of has like a more saturated sound, compared to like a passive one. But holy shit, dealing with the battery is a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to deal with that. I don't have to buy every time. But yeah, it's basically this.
It's not like cost efficient. Cost effective rather.
I have to like take out the battery every single time I put the bass down, and it's so annoying. Like, ugh.
I mean, it's basically this. This one I put a red circle in it, but that's where you kind of change the. If I put it up, it's gonna.
Oh wait, you have four pickups.
Yeah,
is that your exact guitar? Wait, save.
It's the same model, but it's 6-string.
Same model.
Yeah, but
it's a Strandberg?
Yeah, Strandberg. But this one.
Wait, do you have a 7-string or 6-string?
7.
7 ka?
I this is just a picture. It's 6-string, but basically it's just the same thing. Where if you go up, if it goes up, it goes focusing on the top pickup,
Here.
and if it goes to the down, if it goes down, it's in the bottom pickup. If I put it in the middle, it's gonna use one part of the top pickup and the bottom pickup. You know, it's like a mixture of both, and it's usually good usually good for clean sound sometimes. But
Where do you usually put it?
Bottom.
For thicker-ish sound?
No, it's the usual, like it's more open and crunchy that way. But in the middle, it's like it's good for cleans, but it could also sound like a very twangy type sound. That's why I use that. I use that for the intro. That's why it's more twangy than usual.
Yeah, it has that. It has that like slap sound. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Slappy.
Yeah, it has that slappy sound. I love it so much.
A lot of metal musicians are starting. Not starting. It's been like a long time, but they keep on using that to make it sound very tight and twangy. And it's a preference, and I kind of just add that in because I think it sounds tighter if we go for that. Yeah.
I like it. I like that tone.
It did sounds very tight. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, like
also, I think you do it really well. Like the way that you metalize pop songs is just like you, because we've done so many projects like that before, and you always manage to kind of like make a jumpy song, like a dancey song, into like more metal. And it really
like
fits.
a hit bangable arrangement. It's really cool.
I always just try to spin it off like, how would I write this if I were to write this song, you know? Like that's how I kind of usually do it, you know, and I try to
really well,
make it like it still has the original vibes to it, but spin it off with mine. So that's why, you know, I think I kind of changed a lot of it though. Like I think the second verse where I just chose to just not second verse, like before the second verse where it was just chugs, and it was just like, you know, it was just like a chug pattern instead of like a rhythmic pattern of like chords. Right. And I that one's like a different vibe to it now, but it has the synth lead.
I like it though because it fits the metal theme. Because if you followed the original, it would feel kind of poppy instead.
Yeah,
it doesn't have like the chunky metal sound.
It needs to be more aggressive, like sonically aggressive. The chugs give that vibe.
The chugs fit better, if that makes sense.
And also it's not repetitive, so it carries over the transformative vibe to it. Like we're not just
that's just the prog in me. That's just
the prog in you.
Prog boy.
It has to change. It's gonna be boring, so it has to change.
No, why?
I mean, that's a good thing. Changing things
that's
up.
That's the best part. What the fuck what the fuck are you talking about, dog?
That's the best part of like doing your own arrangements. It just you know, it's kind of
the prog gives it the prog gives it the what do you call this? The special sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just never change.
I can't change that. That's just part of me now.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't change it. That's why we love your music. You know, don't change it.
Yeah. That's why I keep commissioning you. Like, what do you think if you start suddenly becoming boring? Then man.
Yeah.
You know, you think I'd still work with you? Like the fuck.
It's nice in general hearing like or hearing or seeing the artist put like their personality into it as well.
It would suck if they just copy paste.
It's the June signature, the proggy boy.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be as fun if you're not gonna put a personal twist on your.
Exactly.
You know, because what you're gonna do is just gonna copy paste everything, and I know.
Some people do that though, and it's so annoying because like okay, sure, but then you know what is the transformative factor here? Because covers, I believe this is I stand by it. Covers should be transformative. Like you can't just like copy paste what the original song is doing. So if you're just wanting to copy, then why make a cover? What's the point, right?
Yeah,
there's no point.
I mean, I remember one of my covers. I think it was Hide and Seek. It was actually a Korean kind of. It was a Korean folk type of thing that was made with Vocaloid. So it was kind of a retelling of a Korean ghost story where, you know, if you
that's interesting.
if you play with a ghost, by yourself. You have to make sure no one's there because you can play hide and seek with the ghost, but you can't have anyone else around because they will get possessed or something. Yeah, so
that's cool.
Yeah, so that was like the storyline, and it was a Korean vocalized song with just piano backing. And then I was like, I did this project with Nash, so when I sent the song to Nash, I was like, oh, okay, let's make this like really horror-y, and I told him, like okay,
eerie vibes.
I want this to be metal, and then I basically said go wild, and then I was like, my inspiration was that, what's that song again? A Little Piece of Heart or something? The Avenged Sevenfold song. The
A Little Piece of Heaven.
What was it, Jun?
A Little Piece of Heaven.
A little piece of heaven. Yeah, that was. So I was like, okay, that's my inspiration. I want this direction. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then he went so hard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that song goes crazy. He even had like the little Chrono Trigger. Like, if any one of you here play Chrono Trigger, he used like a similar clock ticking sound as a Chrono Trigger. Like as the Chrono Trigger intro or something like that. So it was like
that goes hard.
Yeah, so the entire song sounds like he made it in a way where it sounded like if Avenged Sevenfold wrote the song, it would sound like this. And it popped off. It was a really good and it was like story based as well. So we also got we got Arashi, one of my friends, to do the art for it, and he did like a storyboard kind of art, and it turned out so good. It was like watching a horror. It was like watching a mini horror story, It was really cool. Yeah, I really like that project.
Let's go.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I need to see it. I'll look at it later. I've been really like
I've been behind on like checking out people's stuff too.
Yeah, same. Like it's just hard to like look at what other people are doing when I'm like drowning in my own backlogs. I don't really have time to. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't
so
even have
really
time to catch up with other stuff because we're drowning in our own backlogs.
It's even hard catching up with each other too.
Yeah, for real. I haven't talked to both of you.
Difficult,
I haven't talked to the three of you in ages. I mean,
same thing.
Yeah, I've talked to June recently because we needed to get through some YouTube because June manages my YouTube stuff, so I had to talk to him to for YouTube. What was the
same
song
thing
called
with June.
again?
We have our like monthly meetings and stuff.
Hide and seek. But yeah, so I've talked to June, but I haven't talked to Mana and Ku in ages. This is this was nice.
I think we talked like more like once in a while, like every 3 weeks or something when we were working on culture or like just checking up on each other. But like man, it's just so hard to
it's hard to,
especially when you're dealing with life. And also like we have different fucking time zones too. Like damn, what the and also like you have your health stuff. I had to grind my Twitch. I had to have like a fucking full-time job. It's just hard. Yeah,
but
it's nice to be able to catch up.
Yeah, it's always really nice to at least have to know that what
touch
you guys
base,
are
a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice to hear your voices again. Yeah.
It's also nice in general that we all understand like what our schedules are like, because like at least for me it's been about 3 months since I last talked to anyone, period. Because like and I'm just like, damn, I miss talking
in
to
general
people.
With friends
instead of just like work, all the things at my apartment are fucked up.
Did you manage to like move like places? Or
so I did, but there's a lot of issues. Like, so I cook at home, right? But the lights in my kitchen, it's heavily strobing. So what I do instead, because my apartment is significantly smaller, so my kitchen is right across like the really thin hallway from the. How do I explain it? So when you go into my apartment, there's a little hallway area. So that's where the kitchen and the bathroom is, and then there's like a one room thing. So it's like a studio essentially. So Yeah, so instead of using my stroby epileptic inducing kitchen light, I just opened my bathroom and used the light bathroom to emit for
Oh damn. Okay.
to cook. And it's like, yeah, this is great. But then when I go to the bathroom to take a shower, I'm like, it smells like food in here.
No.
Oh hell no. Okay. Yeah. I hope you get it fixed. Like what about your landlord? Like do they
So
care?
recently, last week, I was told that the landlord there's a new one now. So I was really stressed out about that because I was like, I'm not sure if they're just buying the apartment so that they're making passive income or they want to move in. Right, so I'm just like, bro, it's only been 3 months since I moved. Do I have to move again? So I had to put everything on pause in terms of my own personal projects and stuff. So I was like, okay.
Right, yeah.
And it was even before that as well, because I just kept getting sick and sick and sick. And then like anytime there's any issues with my apartment or the employment stuff, because they're like, oh, cool, you should like you need to do like employment checkup. So please go to the nearest hospital and then do the thing. I did it. Turned it into my company and like, oh, by the way, this is the wrong one. You actually needed to go to this specific hospital. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you tell me then? So it's just a lot of back and forth, and whenever I need help, because they're like, contact us for anything, we will help you. All right, cool. Contact them, and they're like, have you considered trying to speak Korean to the building managers? And I'm like, I don't know Korean. And because they themselves are Korean, like, you know how some people, they don't understand that like just because it's easy for you because like you lived that life or like this is like your normal, it doesn't mean it applies to everyone, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, Korean is really easy, you know, and because of that, like just learn it and speak it. And I'm like, oh,
you grew up with it, forehead.
Yeah, like what the hell? Yeah, or like I have another coworker who's American, but she majored in Korean, right? Like language studies, whatever. And she's like, why don't you just study Korean? It's easy. I'm like, you literally majored in this shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. So it's just a lot
really helpful.
There's a lot of that. Even now, I still have to have things on pause because now that it's under a new owner, the old owner disconnected the already like shitty sporadic internet. So I'm using my my phone hotspot thing, and I'm gonna have to figure out like, okay, so is the new owner going to supply me with the internet, or do I have to get my own? If I do, I don't plan to stay in Korea for another year because I'll be honest, the culture isn't really
I don't think the environment's healthy for you, honestly.
Yeah, it's really unhealthy. I've gotten to the point where because I've been so busy with IRL stuff, just trying to like get my normal to be settled, right? Like I did have like dark thoughts, and I went back to like smoking vapes, which I'm trying to stop again because like I mean like not to sound like an addict, right? I can stop at any time, you know, but because my family they have like a history of being addicted to nicotine.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm trying to ease off on that. Unfortunately, unlike in America, in China, the vapes, they don't have a zero nicotine option. They only have like 1% nicotine as like the lowest. So I'm just like punishing myself financially by only getting like the disposable vapes. That way it costs more money, right? And I have to put in the effort to do it, like to go to the place and like to buy it. So hopefully for this one, this is going to be like my last vape thing. For you. Yeah. So it's like once it's gone, it's done because
make
now
it harder for you to like.
Yeah. Like I think once I get all my apartment stuff fixed, it's like I don't have time to do this really shitty habit because I'll be too busy catching up on my projects, right? I won't have time to like go to anywhere to do those bad habits because I'm stuck with backlog hell. I'm stuck like making sure that I do all like my commissions and stuff like that. So I'm just all like,
welcome
this
to
will keep me busy. Yes, I miss it. Genuinely,
that's all of our lives.
I miss it. Yeah.
That's every one of us.
For real.
Yeah, like I'm definitely I'm sure like you guys as well, like we have like this mindset where it's just like we have to get it done even if it takes time, hence the backlog hell, right? And because of that, due to me like having been busy with IRL stuff, I've been getting quote unquote withdrawals of not being able to work on my projects or any of my commissions. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm being very unproductive with like at least, you know, these things as opposed to like focusing on, okay, this is IRL stuff, like you need to take care of it. So
but honestly balance is key. So you know, you have to rest as well, because rest allows you to keep going instead of, you know, you have to avoid burnout.
Me too. That's what I'm trying to do as well. So after this month, after like since I already got partnered on Twitch, like I don't have to grind every fucking thing so much. So I just kind of want to go back to being healthy again, because I know like having 4 to 5 hours of sleep like for 3 months is not a good thing. So it's kind of like frying my brain at this point. So
I've been having that same sleep schedule since I get it.
I don't want to get sick either, because like once I get sick, I might develop a cough, and when I develop a cough, I can't sing, so I can't stream.
It's kind of like a
negative
domino effect.
Domino effect.
It's like one thing to another, and that's what happened to me before, because my health was kind of shitty, but I was still trying to like be consistent with work. You know, I was like, oh, it's okay, maybe I can like get in like 3 hours of work or whatever, but my body was like no, and then it just exploded, and then I got hospitalized, and then no work for you, Zephy.
Especially for you, because you have a chronic illness. It's really not like advisable. And I'm glad that you're getting the treatments and stuff. So you're improving.
It's improving so much. I can exercise now, which is like such a relief, because I was like, holy shit, I can't move, like that sucked. And now I can at least like go out for walks, I can do my groceries, you know, I can lift little weights.
That's really good.
And so I'm really happy because exercise also helps me feel better. It you know, endorphins and stuff. So not getting to exercise, literally being unable to exercise, holy shit, that was making me depressed. So
health is really priceless. Like you can't put a price tag on health.
Exactly.
It affects everything. So I'm glad that you're getting better over time. Really relieved, you know, because when you told me about stuff, you know, like I was like, what do you mean? What is this? Oh my god, this is like what is
it was
going
insane.
on?
I was so frustrated because I had no fucking idea what it was. I thought I was gonna die.
Right? I was scared
because I didn't know. I was scared too. But you know, at least we got it figured out, and now I know that, you know, it's
specialists
controllable.
that work with you. That's good.
I had an MRI recently, and they looked at the MRI, so there weren't anything like. Obviously, like there was shit wrong. They could see the inflammation. There were like, you know, bulges in my body parts and bones and whatever, you know, like inflammation. So you can kind of see like the joints were kind of swollen. But other than the inflammation, this is controllable, and I can pretty much have a normal life if I just you know, be careful, take my medication.
How about like, okay, so it's just like it's treatable with medication.
Yeah, it's treatable with medication, and the doctor, I changed doctors recently.
What about lifestyle?
Yeah, lifestyle as well. So, you know, it makes sense now why I prefer vegan food, because certain foods make my inflammation worse. The reason I naturally prefer more vegan options is because that doesn't cause me inflammation, and I just feel better, you know. I don't... If I eat like something, say like white rice, I would just be like, oh, okay, I'm tired now. And it's like, you know how people say like food coma? This was no ordinary food coma. I would just go to bed for like 12 hours if I just ate white rice.
What the hell?
Yeah, because
really?
my body like is like trying so hard to digest it, and then all the blood goes to your tummy.
The energy.
So
all the energy is spent on just digesting your food.
And then I can't do anything.
Oh my god.
because all the energy is gone. So I'm
wild.
like, yeah. So I'm just like, okay, I have no choice but to sleep. So eating the right things helps a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Very important.
Also,
yeah.
I'm gaining weight and I'm gaining
Yay,
weight.
let's go.
And my blood pressure has always been low. It's normal now. So I'm like,
Yo,
whoa!
that's good. Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm really things are looking up. Like I still get moments where I just feel like garbage, but you know,
were you anemic too, or?
I was.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it was like a lot of issues, but now because they found the root problem of why all this happens,
right,
they're starting to it's starting to get fixed, and you know, I have to take
I'm so happy.
supplements.
That's so good.
Yeah,
that's so good to hear.
And yeah, Mana, thank you so much for basically starting. Guys, did you guys know that Mana actually sent me a wad of money to fix my problem?
Nah, I don't have to say that.
No, but it really did put me on girl, if I didn't have that money, I wouldn't be able to see the specialist that, you know, basically tried to find out what the hell was wrong with me.
No, but that's nothing compared to your health, you know. I'm just like, you know, I was just thinking about because you were because at that time you were like, oh my god, I can't afford the medications and stuff like that, and I'm like,
yeah, it was
girl, how much do you need?
I was like, what the fuck?
How much do you need? So I'm just like, check your PayPal and stuff like that. So
yeah, Mana,
you know?
crazy homie, bro. Like, thank you so much.
Hell no, like
meant
that's
a lot to me.
I would do it again if I had to. You know?
No, I
would
want
never
it to.
change. Yeah.
I really don't want it to happen again. You know, and you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I'm so glad that it's not happening, because like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I was so scared for you, so I'm like, oh no. Like, money can be earned again, but your health cannot be, like, you know, once you get to a point where, you know, the thing that you said that where it's gonna be too late to intervene, to have any form of medical intervention. I'm like, no, let's not go there. Let's do preventive medicine. Let's not do cure. Let's go for the preventive stuff. So
yeah. But yeah, that really started.
I was so shocked by, like, when you told me about the thing that you were dealing with, and I'm like, oh hell no! You know what, girl? Like, just give me your PayPal, check your shit, and then go to a fucking specialist.
Yeah, and I did, and now things are getting so much better. Thank you so much, Mana.
I'm
that
so
meant
happy,
a lot to me.
I feel so relieved.
Because
I was nervous for you.
I shall pay it forward. Cause Mana said she doesn't want the money back.
No, hell, I don't want your money, girl. Pay it forward. Pay it to give it to someone who cannot pay you back. You know.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna donate to, you know, causes that care about.
You do whatever you want with it, but like, I just want you to pay it in kind, you know, because that's how I roll.
That's, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you keep paying kindness forward and the kindness will go around the world. Yeah, that's just how it is.
I believe in that. Like, I don't really care about, I'm not so much concerned about money, because I know that you know, if I share what I have to other people, then I would earn it back. You know, like, there are ways of earning it back, but there's you know, your health is not, you know, there's a certain point where it's gonna be too late, you know.
Yeah.
And what the fuck, like, what the fuck are we waiting for? Let's do it now. So that's my main concern was just to at least you said you found someone, you found some possibilities, experimental drugs, right? Not experimental treatment.
It was
not drugs, okay, but experimental stuff, okay? Experimental treatment, okay? So
they had to try
when
a bunch
you said
of stuff,
that,
so that was really expensive.
Because it was experimental, it was expensive, right?
Yeah, and you know,
why.
because it's not it's weird shit, so what do you call it?
It was very niche. Yeah. It's a very rare thing.
It was
thing,
really
you know?
niche. So kind of what do you call it? Insurance wouldn't cover it. So I was like, holy shit, that's a couple. That is
not really good though. Like, why won't insurance cover it?
Because they're like, oh, this is long term and this will be expensive, so we don't want to deal with that.
That's what insurances are for. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, but insurance here is kind of like predatory, so they're like, oh,
like same in America, right? Like
States,
if you have a pre-existing condition, then it's not gonna be covered, or your premium is gonna be so fucking high. That is predatory and criminal.
Yeah, but here's
I have
the
like
thing.
similar symptoms to like Zephy, and at least with
I'm
America,
actually
like,
really worried
like,
about you, because what if you have the same thing?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't really want to get checked in Korea, mainly because of like the language barrier. Like I wouldn't necessarily know what to do, and on top of that, like I'm getting tired of having to do the same conversation of, oh, you're American, why don't you just be Korean? And I'm like, sorry, can I just like suddenly change to that? Like what? Like they always ask those types of questions and they end up like I guess it's like their form of small talk, but it feels a little too invasive, right? And like I did try to get similar help when I was back in the States. So this was before like I moved to China and everything like that.
Right.
This was like before I went to like the mental asylum, which actually like when I was seeking for help for my back, because basically like sometimes my joints just like slip and then I fall on the floor and then my spine just completely gives out on me, because basically okay, so my back muscles, right? You know how like when you're exercising, especially like weight training, like, you know, your back muscles, right? Basically,
your posterior chain, yes.
24 hours, 7 days a week, even when I am unconscious, when I am sleeping, my back muscles are just constantly active. So
they're like engaged all the time.
Yeah, I like my
so much tension on your fucking back.
Yeah, so basically, to my assumption here, because I went to physical therapy for like a long time, and my physical therapist was like, so nothing is working, maybe you should like try medicine instead to see if that would work. And so they would put like at first I took like pills for muscle relaxants, didn't do anything, so they did the direct injection and they're like, this should last you a month. It lasts me 3 days. So the doctors were very perplexed, and it also like my mental health wasn't good. I didn't sleep for like 2 months to the point where I was having a blackout. So basically like I'm just going about my day. I close my eyes to blink, and then I open my eyes. A few hours pass, maybe a week pass, and I'm like actively trying to like put myself into very lethally dangerous places. So it comes to a shock when, at least to me, for my brain, I assume that I'm just blinking. I don't know how much time passes, which is how I got to like the mental asylum, because I told my therapist and my psychiatrist like I've been trying to seek for back problems and my sleep problems and everything, and they're like, it's not safe for you. So I thought maybe when I go there, when I went to like the ward and everything, I was like, hey, so these are the medicines that I was prescribed before, but also could you potentially help me with X, Y, and Z ailments? The entire time I was there, they actually gave me my roommate's medicine instead of my own. And my roommate has a bipolar and schizophrenia, and people with schizophrenia, they have a very extremely different body chemistry than we do, right? And because of that, people with schizophrenic medication, it could actually be lethal to someone that doesn't have schizophrenia. So my sleep aid wasn't a sleep aid. I just passed out because my body was in like extreme chemical shock, and I only found out when I got out of the asylum, because my aunt, who's a pharmacist, she was nice enough to pick up my medicine, saw the medicine, and she was like, Ku, I thought you said you have depression, XYZ, like other mental illness. You never told me you had bipolar or schizophrenia. I'm like, no, I don't have that. That was my ward mate. Oh my gosh. And then
I
eventually I had to
clicked. Oh my goodness.
So
that
basically
is so
that's like
I cut cold turkey, like not that I wanted to
my
from like my own medicine, and I had to cut
God.
cold turkey from like the medicine that like that was
No
prescribed to
fucking
me that was
way.
supposed
That
to be
is
my ward mate. And on top of that,
Madness.
the asylum did not put any medical record about my stay
No!
there. So, and at the time I was
What
a
the
university
fuck?
student, right? So it's just like, can I get a medical withdrawal because of mental health? And I was literally not able to take the class. And like, actually, like that place that you said, they didn't log anything about what you do, so you had to pay full
No
price.
fucking way.
So I
That's
was like,
messed up.
I was like $13,000 in debt. I like
No.
I got like a parking ticket
Holy
because I didn't I never been on like that area of my uni at the time, so I didn't know how the parking situation works. So parking ticket, got into a car accident on top of that.
no.
And then
What?
on that day my aunt also like kicks me out of the house because she's like, you're giving me mental issues. I'm like, okay, so I'm homeless, got into a car
Oh my
accident,
goodness.
$13,000 in debt, and I can't be a student
No
anymore. That's
way.
cool. Yeah. Eventually though, like moving to
Damn.
China and learning what at least like for my personal experience, like what an actual community should be like, when people are asking for help,
definitely.
everyone is like so nice and everything. I realized,
Mhm.
wow, a lot of the things was just external. But, yeah. I mean, like I still have like actual like brain chemistry things that I'm still working on, but like my
it's better
back
when you have a
problems-
community that's not hyper individualistic,
so like my
that
back
actually
problems are
genuinely
still-
helps you.
Yeah, my back problems are still there. I don't have a cane, so I use those long umbrellas. I use that because like it's got like the
Oh,
little
wow,
hook
okay.
thing, and I'm just like, if it breaks, I'll just get another one.
Honestly, you should
Oh,
get a
wow.
walking cane because I considered
Yeah?
getting one, but I'm lazy. I just use crutches. But yeah, I just use crutches because I find that crutches are kind of more balanced for me. So whenever I have like walking problems, I kind of just use like both. Like I just find it more balanced for me. But if you think a walking cane would work better for you, maybe you should get one of those foldable ones that you can put in your bag. Yeah, those are pretty good.
I could get that.
Yeah, you can
Right,
probably
yeah,
get one of those.
because a lot of the other ones they're big. It kind of
they're really chunky. So
because all the ones that I saw at the bottom, like part of the walking cane, it's got like 4 individual legs, kind of like the legs of an office chair.
That kind.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
That's why I went with an umbrella instead.
Yeah, umbrella. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what umbrellas
Go to
work
Daiso, use like the the chair foot silicone thing, and I just glued on.
Yeah, but honestly, you should get one of those foldable ones. The aluminum ones, those are really light as well. So yeah, those are pretty. Those are pretty useful.
Yeah,
I
when
gotta
I'm
ask
like
you,
able-bodied. Huh? Yes.
How do you feel living in Korea?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I-
you finally.
It sucks.
Because
like
of
it's a
verdict.
because of my like experience with China, and you know how like a lot of maybe not you, but like at least in America, I was told oftentimes that like China is like literally the worst place. It's like the place to like
no, not anymore.
not be alive and everything like that. But honestly, like
China's great now. Yeah.
I have such like a constant yearning to go back. The only
To
reason why I
China.
don't go back is because of the Great Firewall. But that's literally the only reason. I love it there. People there are so nice. I consider it as my home. All right, like
and you
like,
learned
it's-
what a community is.
Affordable
there.
healthcare too, right?
They taught me so much
Oh.
shit. I did not know how to use like a key to like unlock things until I was 23. I did not know how to walk across the street safely until I was 23, which was when I was in China, because like everyone taught me. Like I had so much social anxiety, but like everyone was so patient with me to the point where like
That's adorable.
you know, like
that's so nice.
because I don't know shit. Like at one of the apartments that I lived, they had like a new milk powder shop thing, and I was curious because I mean I love milk, right? So I was like, of course I'm gonna go there and see what kind of powdered milk they have. The new shop owner, he was trying to scam me by like overcharging because he knows that like I'm a foreigner. But like the thing is, a lot of the people at like, you know, the area that I live, they know who I am and they know like, you know, I'm a good intentioned person and stuff. So imagine like I'm about to get scammed and then like an older woman who owns like the convenience store next door, she has like her slipper and she's like yelling at the guy like she took the bag of like milk powder away from me, so like pointing and yelling at the guy, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And like there was also another time where like there was like a stand cart thing that sold bao buns for breakfast and everything. I didn't know how to read the menu, but I just wanted to get some bao buns. Another person like it was either another convenience store worker or a hairstylist, they saw me struggling, they ran to me and they're just like, what's your budget, I can help you. They helped me order food.
Whoa,
damn! Wait! Did you speak Chinese or
no?
Oh damn!
Like,
really?
I only know a few phrases. 我不知道 and 我没钱.
That's I don't know and I have no money.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
That is amazing.
Like that's basically what I survived on. If not, then I just grunt my way.
Are you planning to go back to China? I think you should.
I want to.
I feel like China has been really good memories.
China is improving, girl.
It's such a beautiful place. It's such like for me, it's so much more of a safe place than in Korea because Korea has
safer now. Yeah, even compared to Japan, it's a lot safer now. Yeah,
because here in Korea, like they have R-word culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as someone that has
pretty crazy.
Yeah, and as someone who has been like R-worded before, it's like I don't like like when you go to the
part
police,
of our culture,
yeah, when you go to the police and like as a woman and you're saying like, hey, I've been R-worded like by this person, they're like, well, are you the one that instigated it? And it's just like, why is that the first thing you default to?
It's not that bad in Japan at least, but they won't do anything about it. But it's not that bad here.
Under the carpet.
But still bad, you know. Still bad, but not Korea bad, you know.
Yeah. And it's just like even like another thing that I don't agree with, which like scares the living shit out of me, is how like they're a lot more lenient towards PDF files.
Oh yeah.
Like even if they are recognized as a PDF file, they are still allowed to live in your schools
and
everything.
Dog,
hell nah.
You know, like as a teacher that like teaches young kids, I'm like I don't want anything to happen like in that way. So like
I do remember what you told me about that guy.
Yeah.
Living near the school. What the fuck?
You know, unfortunately, a lot of third world countries also have this mindset. Like they kind of just sweep the problem under the carpet. I have been in a school where, you know, a teacher was caught, you know, just being a PDF file. And then they just transferred the teacher to a different school and, you know, be like...
What is that? A Catholic church? What the fuck?
No,
in America, there's actually a law where
Catholic churches do that. The PDF priests. Yeah, PDF priests, they don't get prosecuted. They get relocated.
Yeah.
They get relocated to a different church. Yeah.
It's pretty
in
much
America,
how
there's a
hide
law
the
where like teachers are protected in the sense where you can't fire them because there's a huge shortage of it, right?
Yeah.
Like I've had like pretty shitty teachers, like they weren't PDF files, but like I've gotten like a crucifix thrown at me.
Yeah, they shouldn't be teachers.
I've been tackled by a teacher because so basically me being the nerd ass that I am, of course I finished my stuff beforehand, like before class ends, and I also finished the homework and everything, even showed the teacher like, oh, could you check this please, because I already finished it. So I thought, oh, since I have some extra time, why don't I work on my other homework? And she has bipolar disorder. I don't know too much about like people with bipolar disorder, so I'm not too familiar with it, right? Yeah. But like she flipped a switch. I don't know if it's because of her disorder or she's just like that's just how she is as a person.
Maybe there was also a control issue.
Yeah, like she grabbed my hair and then like threw me against the wall and then like put me onto the ground and started like throwing punches at me because I wanted to work on my my after school homework.
Wait, was this in the States?
Insane.
Yeah. because I grew up in the ghettos, right? Like every month we always had some kind of drug or not shooting. Like there's no school shooters in our school, but it's like people committing crimes like in the surrounding area, and they just so happen to run there. So like you know, always fucking like helicopters everywhere. Every few weeks we have canines sniffing like in the school to make sure that like there's no drugs. Like we had lockers taken away. Oh no, my high school wasn't known for bombs. We were known for a drug trade. So I mean, like it's not that bad.
Drug trade.
You know,
damn.
Like. Yeah,
drug trade
like
school it is.
Yeah, like for my high school, we were known more for selling like weed, cocaine, meth, and heroin specifically. So it's just like yeah. So like that's why they always had to have, instead of like teachers, you know, like patrolling around the area, making sure that kids aren't doing bad things. They had to hire literal police. We had like really tall gate to surround the school that has barbed wire on top.
That's like prison.
That's
like a prison.
Jumping over. Yeah, and they had the most ridiculous rules too. Because I felt feminine one day, and I was like, I'm gonna wear a headband, and so I did. The security was like, ma'am, you need to take off your headband, and I'm just like,
why?
I'm sorry, why?
Why?
Literally, this was what they told me. Because you might be hiding powdered cocaine inside the headband.
God,
and I'm just like, how? You can check it. Like, I handed them the headband. I'm just like, you can break my headband if you want. I got it from the dollar store. It was like a 3-for-1 anyways.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
so...
What a school. Like, what the hell? The barbed wires? Like, the mental image is prison.
Amazing!
Fuck yeah!
When you're living in the lower class, that's just how it be, bro.
That's freaking insane.
Yeah, I mean, like the way that I speak now, it's because I had to train myself to speak in the not ghetto accent. Like there's still ways that like
English.
Yeah, because like I used to blend my words a lot, like how, you know, like people in lower class areas would speak and stuff.
Language,
yeah, and I still have reminiscence, like bits and pieces. Remnants of it. Like for examples, a lot of the times I don't say you, I say chu instead. Like what you mean?
I mean,
things like that.
Wrong with that.
You know? Nothing's wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly understandable.
It's because
if you're a language teacher, of course, you need to enunciate. But if it's just you know, like conversational stuff, like I don't think you should overly concern yourself over that because like
no one's gonna
it's
judge.
It's part of your personality too. You know?
The reason why I had to. Oh, sorry.
Flair.
Yeah, because I was comfortable with that. Yeah. It's just was it the problem was, you know, getting hired and stuff when they hear the dialect accent, whatever. You know, they think that I might be a troublemaker, so that's why like I would be like, yes,
like
my name is Ku. I am totally perfect for the job. You can hire me.
That's what we all do when we do interviews. It's everyone though.
Everyone does that.
It's okay. It's not just.
That's normal.
Because like if I talk like that, they don't ask extra questions. But like if I talk the way that I do now. One, they're just like, she doesn't know how to speak English, because I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's people from the older generation, but they just like, they don't think that I'm speaking native English. They think that I am talking with a heavy Vietnamese accent. So it's like, your English is really good. Keep up the good work. And I'm just like, bitch.
You grew up in America. Yeah.
You know, I get that a lot in Malaysia.
You're
as
literally
well.
American, dog.
Yeah, I get that a lot in Malaysia as well. They're like, you speak really good Malay. You know, good job. How long did you take to learn that? I'm like, what the fuck?
Do they give you the degrading high five?
No, not that they don't touch people here, but you know, I'm just like, but I live here. Why wouldn't I know the language? You know?
Yeah, what the hell? It's so weird.
And then I asked them back, like, are you from a different country? Is that why you're asking? If I'm, you know, if I'm from, you know, you're not familiar with hearing people speak the language here fluently. Where are you from? And then they just backtrack so hard. It's so funny.
That's embarrassing for them.
How dare you ask me the same question?
Like you kind of like call them out on their bullshit.
Yeah, that's funny.
Rude, you know?
It's so freaking
Oh
funny.
my god.
Yeah, I'm like
when they see that you're feel like you're not one of them, they start asking you things that I guess is related to your culture, because it's like, oh, you're Asian, right? I'm just like, I guess. Yeah. I guess. And they're just like, I had Panda Express last week. The chow mein is pretty good. I'm like, I don't even like that.
What the fuck is chow mein?
That's Chinese though.
Like, was it? They clasp their hand together and do like a 90-degree bow, like how you would do a prayer to like Buddha or something. And I'm just like, what?
That's not even how we do it. Like Asian people, like the fuck.
That's so awkward.
I like to believe that I look very
That's like
Southeast Asian, right?
in Japan.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh,
90-degree
you're
bow.
Asian. Clasp their hands together and then do a 90-degree bow. And they're like, konnichiwa. I'm just like, wrong fucking country.
No,
wrong fucking country.
Every Asian I know is Japanese. Like, what is a Vietnamese?
The clap hands together thing is actually from Thailand, where that's
really?
It's a greeting, like it's sawadika, and then you put your hands together to say as a polite gesture.
Yeah, when I used to do Muay Thai, we used to do the Ramuai, the what do you call this? Like the dance, the ritual dance for Muay Thai. And then we do that because
that's like a respect
to our crew, right? Like to our
that's a way to say it's like a way to show respect, and also like may you be peaceful or something like that. Yeah. So it's like a way to say hello.
It's weird. Nobody does that in Japan.
Yeah, they're just mixing all the cultures together. It's so
what
funny.
Surprises
that's why
me is
it's racist.
what surprises me is that I feel like for the past maybe 15 years, I would assume that a lot of Americans now have more exposure to different
cultures,
Asians,
right? And traveling.
Getting worse even.
Yeah, but I still get I don't know if you guys experience this or if it's just an American thing, but it's like if in this case, right, me being Vietnamese, and they're just like, oh, I have a coworker who's also Vietnamese. Do you know this person? Like, their name is so and so, and I'm just like,
oh my goodness, just because they're the same.
It's queer people too. You're gay. I have a gay friend. I think you guys are gonna be best friends. Like, shut the fuck up. Not all gay people like each other.
It
okay?
doesn't work that way.
Hell no. What the
hell? It doesn't work that way.
It's
Holy
so
shit!
weird.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Because
it doesn't work like that, no.
I was shocked by it because it was when I recently had to renew my passport. So I went to in America, you get your passport picture at a fucking pharmacy. Make that make sense? Yeah. And so it's just this older man.
That's so
he
weird.
was just because my name got called by the staff, right? And they're just like, the random guy that was also I guess getting his passport renewed, he's just like, oh, you're Vietnamese? Yeah, my coworker is Vietnamese, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm getting my passport to my Filipino girlfriend. She's Filipino from the Philippines, and I'm going there because she's instead of telling
passport bro too, awful.
Giving me,
I just learned
passport bros. Oh my god!
Instead of telling me her name.
I literally just learned the term passport bro recently, and I was like, oh my god, it's so fucked up.
Passport bro. What is that?
Basically mail order bride.
Yeah.
Except that they go to the country. Yeah.
Yeah, they go to the country to seek
the sex
a wife.
pests,
Yeah.
They're sex pests, yeah.
I didn't know that because at least with mail order brides in Vietnam, usually it's old-fashioned, so you have a catalog and stuff, and then once you pick that bride, the bride
but
goes
it's
to
reversed,
you, a delivery service. Oh
yeah, the passport bros go to Vietnam to find their wives.
Yeah, they just
because
go
it's
and
cheaper.
pick people off the street or something.
So
It's fucked up.
It's
so
very
weird.
predatory. It's just like, oh my god, dude. Like, yeah, because you can't pull bitches in your own country, huh?
And you're taking advantage of like most likely the women
The
are on
exchange
those
rate. The
catalogs
exchange rate.
because
basically.
like they can't
Inflation.
afford things and they're trying to help their family or get out of poverty. So it's just like you're taking advantage of them because of their situation.
Yeah. That's why they're predatory. That's why we don't like passport bros.
It's so insane. Like I only very recently learned what passport bros was, and you bring it up today, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
I'm sorry that you had to
crazy.
learn about that, but it's
I was like, holy
really,
shit, this is a thing. Like passport
a thing.
bro, like that's such crazy
awful.
behavior. And they're
Definitely
like,
a new one for me.
You know, it's there's another kind of passport bro that I learned about. it's like I'm so sorry to the Americans and Europeans in chat, but it's like this was really specific because I read a description of this. It's basically American men going to Europe because they think European women are docile and traditional.
Basically specifically Eastern European women, you know?
Yes!
Because they are trying to follow Trump. Like Melania Trump is like Slovenian or some shit, right?
Oh
She's
my
Eastern
goodness.
European,
I
right?
feel like
Melania
a lot of
Trump.
Eastern European women, they're like really
they're
strong-headed.
Yeah, they're headstrong.
Yeah,
if
it's
you don't
not
have
true.
money,
It's
you
not-
can't get.
Yeah, to me, like
It's
they're
not
as scary as
true.
like
And plus, you know-
Latinas. So
Plus, like everyone's different. So you can't exactly say like, okay,
you can't
certain
like
women,
generalize.
you can't be like certain women in certain countries are a certain way because it's just not true. Not everyone is the same. I wonder how fast those guys find out. I don't know, man.
Oh, immediately.
I guess they'll just get punched in the face and get sent back to their own country.
Yeah.
That's true.
like they get upset, and then the women are like, "You
Basically,
literally signed up for this shit. Like, why are you
Yeah,
surprised?"
it serves you right. I don't really feel
Yeah.
sympathy for these types of people because they're predatory as hell. So
Yeah,
Well,
it's crazy.
Sucks to suck, bro.
I actually like met a few guys that so I don't like meeting people that just always nonstop talk shit about like the country that they're from, right? In my case, like when I was living in China, there was this guy. It was like the most awkward thing because I met him on Tinder, and he so happened to also like work in the company that I worked for. I just didn't know until like much later. But he's like, yeah, I'm American. I'm like, your accent does not sound like you're from America, but okay, like, what else? And he's just like, I fucking hate American women. They're so and I'm like in his apartment,
Shut
right?
up,
Because of like the
bro.
Tinder
Shut
date.
the fuck
And he's like,
up,
I
just
fucking
because-
hate American
Shut up,
women.
bro.
You know, like they're
Man.
they're always speaking out blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, but
So
I'm
annoying.
American.
Holy shit.
And he like flips her. He's like, but you're different because you're in China. I'm just like, that does not make me docile.
That is so gross. That is so gross. He's already like having this you know, like this this framework of like, oh, because like, oh, you're a different Asian, you know?
Yeah,
Because you're here. Shut
Yeah.
up! Oh my god.
And then when I came back to America, right, like just flew like from China to America. I was still in the airport, all right? Another guy, he was like making conversation with me, so I was like, okay, whatever. And he's like, yeah, like American women are fucking disgusting. And I'm just thinking like, then why'd you fly back here? Like we're literally in the LA airport. We are in America, right? Why are you like saying this to not only like while you're in this country, but like you're talking to an American right now, and he's just like, yeah, American women, like there's something wrong with them. They're fucking disgusting. That's why I prefer Chinese women. I'm like, then go back to fucking China then. Why the fuck are you here?
Oh my god, that is so gross.
Can
That is
I,
so
like-
gross. Oh my god.
Can I like give
What
you
the
guys like a breakdown of what I think about this? It's basically
Yeah, sure.
the reason they don't like these American men don't like American women is because they can't win them over because they're losers.
They're
Yeah.
losers. Yes, they are losers. They don't
Yeah.
have the personality. They don't have the bank account.
Yeah,
No,
they don't
at the
have
very
the
least, they're like,
emotional
Some rich
intelligence.
dudes can make up for it with their riches, but they
Yeah.
have none. No
Is there, like,
personality,
a
no money.
Equivalent to like
no healthy
what is it called?
mindset, everything.
No,
Like people.
no personality whatsoever.
Yeah, women just don't tolerate that.
No,
Yeah.
especially now.
Especially now with social media, you know.
Yeah.
And also, no, back then, from 1974, right? Like, only in 1974 were women in the United States were allowed to have a bank account.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And before that, they were just forced to be in marriages because they needed a bank
because
account.
they can't have... Yes, they have to ask permission from their husbands to start a business. Imagine that.
So now that women have their own finances, rights, we don't need men anymore.
We have our finances separate from we have independent.
Oh my god, the financial aggression that they have when they try to flex their salary onto me, and I'm like, I literally make 4 times more than you do.
Right?
Doing the same thing.
Shut up, yeah.
Like one of the dates I had, he tried to seem like he's cool, right? This was in China.
Right. Yeah.
We were at a bar. He takes out his wallet, takes out a wad of cash, flips through each bill, and then throws it on the table.
Dumb.
And he's like,
that is so gross.
He's like, get whatever you want, I'm paying. And I'm just thinking, like, this is China. We don't use paper money. We use WeChat Pay or Alipay.
Yeah,
so
you
what,
pay with cards and shit.
So in my mind, I'm just
why
like,
do you have a wad of money?
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm just like, you either have this wad of money because you're doing something illegally, or you're doing something that isn't that good of a status of a job, right? And he's just like, buy whatever you want. Like, my salary is was it 2,000 yen a month? And I'm like, I make 18,000.
You can just smell the superiority come you're so right, bro.
Because before I told him my salary, right? He's like, buy whatever you want. I can support you for the rest of your life. You want an apartment? I'll get you one. You want clothes, whatever?
So
I'll get it for you. I'm like, I make 18,000 a month, and he's just like, I don't think we're compatible. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think you can afford me, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Bitch. What do you mean?
It warms my heart to see all the people in chat basically resonating with us instead of those men, because this means that you guys are actually decent people.
Yeah.
And it really warms my heart. It's pretty crazy how those kinds of people exist, and yet in our communities everyone's just level-headed and really responsible.
You know where those people are?
Yeah.
You know where this in Asmongold's chat.
Not in our chat. Yeah, I've seen thumbnails and stuff on my feed, but
I've never watched that guy actually. I don't know about. Yeah,
for some reason, because I thought he only talked about games and stuff. So then, when I saw on my YouTube feed,
complaints about
politics and stuff, I'm like, I'm just going to not with it, because for me, it's just you mostly focus on games. Why are you suddenly talking about politics?
I guess it's because he has clout, so he thinks that he had
it's the easiest grift. I think that's what we call the right-wing grift, because suddenly he starts pandering to the right, because it's the easiest way to get engagement, because they don't apply critical thinking, so that whatever Asmongold says, because he's popular, it must be true. That's the thing.
That's really dangerous though, because you have a following and you're spreading lies or saying things that are
knowingly,
probably
he knows that he's not even fact checking it. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. There's no fact checking. Holy shit, it's so dangerous to be in that kind of environment. I feel so bad for the kids that are watching him and idolizing him and stuff. That's so dangerous. That's so dangerous. Anyway,
I thought it was only young adults.
No,
there are young kids, 16, underage people watch him because of his
I didn't know.
past game coverage.
Yeah,
he always complains about the DEI shit in the video games. That minority, the Assassin's Creed had a black guy in it. And
why do you want to complain about that? What does it matter? The game's still a cool game.
If I remember correctly, it was wasn't it not the most historically accurate, but
but
it
there
plays elements
was someone.
in it. Yeah.
It's more realistic than the previous iterations of Assassin's Creed, right? So it's actually a lot closer to history. But then no, there are no black people in Japan. No samurai black. Just black
It's
samurai.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Just stop
Yeah,
complaining.
yeah.
Literally a
Enjoy the
fucking.
game.
It's literally a fictional game. Like it's historical fiction. What part of fiction did you not understand? It's a fiction, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if you
fiction.
don't,
That's how fan fiction works.
It's
Like, you know,
so
people
dumb.
write fan fiction and stuff. That's
Right?
how fan fiction works. You can write whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what
fiction.
high fantasy is. Like elves do not exist in real life. What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, elves, dwarves, whatever, Game of
Right?
Thrones. Yeah. Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
I think
Lord of
we
the
need
Rings,
to
bro.
yeah, we need to wrap up soon. June, do you want to
almost 2
say
a.m.
anything?
here.
June has been silent the entire time. It's just us
Because
girls
I think he's
being
napping.
yapping.
No, I'm just here. It's basically
Just
I'm,
whispering.
I'm just imagining that it's like a girls' pajama party, and I'm just like standing far away, and I'm just like drinking, like I don't know, like Coke Zero or something.
You got
Coke
transported
Light,
into a
Coke
pajama
Zero.
party, like an overnight.
It's like
A
the girls talk,
sleepover.
while I'm just like drinking Coke Zero the whole time.
He's the
With a Coke
bodyguard.
Coke Zero at 1 a.m. is crazy, June.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Coke has caffeine in it. You're not gonna sleep
Yeah.
after
Does
this.
caffeine affect your body though?
Yeah.
I say that, but
It
I'm literally
does,
drinking a
okay.
latte.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. You know,
Gotta
I
get
put
the grind.
It's decaf though, so it's okay.
You know,
I think.
I've been like doing this thing where I put a tiny bit of like instant coffee powder in the water that I drink.
You need
because-
to not get the Korean brands. Like it's just sugar and
Oh my god, I
not
hate
caramel,
it so much.
creamer.
Mana, I
Yeah.
need to show you like what
What?
Korean coffee looks like. It sucks ass. Wait, do I still have
What?
the picture? Korean instant coffee is just mostly powder. Okay, I'm putting it. Oh my god,
wait,
this is a
what? What the
massive
hell?
picture. Hold on.
Like imagine
Uh,
having long nails and then like you scoop the coffee granules with one finger and then you put it in and then the rest is just sugar and cream. That's
Ew, what
essentially all
the
it is.
fuck?
Yeah, I have the picture on screen.
No.
Look
Yeah.
at that. That is how the coffee looks. It's just like
Where is it?
sugar. It's on stream.
Oh, it might
Oh
take a
yeah,
bit.
this is delay.
oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, the picture's big. It scared me.
Yeah. Hold on. I resized it. Hold on. I'll also send it.
Oh
in
wait,
our
what
chat.
the fuck? What is that? Ew.
This is like the average like Korean instant coffee experience.
No
like
way! Is
almost
that
all
all
Korean
sugar?
instant coffee like
I
it
think
looks
it's
just
creamer.
like this.
Yeah, it's creamer,
It's creamer
and sugar.
okay.
and sugar. Yeah.
No
But look
way.
at the puny
Where's
amount
the
of
coffee?
look
Where
at
is the coffee?
Look at the freaking puny amount of coffee. Like it's just like there's more.
Where is the coffee?
What's going on in that pic? This is Korean
side.
instant coffee. Look at this.
Oh my god, that is disastrous.
It is mostly cream and sugar, and then look at the puny amount of coffee around it. That is it.
There is
This is
no
the
way.
bottom. This is the bottom of my mug. What the fuck? Where's the coffee?
Just,
yeah, that's my
oh
question.
God.
Yeah, just buy a
That
Vietnamese
is the
instant coffee.
question.
It
Where
costs
is
about the same.
coffee?
So like I think it's better if you do that instead.
Yeah. A friend gave me a few sticks of these to try, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, interesting. But yeah, now I know it sucks, so I'm gonna go to my friend and be like, what? Actually, Miori gave these to me, so she was like, oh, you should try these. And I was like, Miori, this sucks. There's barely any coffee in it.
I mean, like it's because some people they have
my
the
goodness.
like a preference of having the essence of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like my
Yeah.
coffee with creamer or sugar. Fuck
Oh,
that.
you
Me
have it.
neither.
I want my coffee black.
I like
Do
it
you like
having it black and also
espresso?
with milk. Espresso is good.
Espresso's good.
I think it
Yeah,
depends on
I
the
just
roast
want
though.
Americano.
The
Just-
Kilimanjaro bean coffee. I like that. That's like my favorite.
Ooh.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, because we have it here sold in vending machines, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
We also have Arabica. like
Yeah,
but,
the regular.
Mm.
but I like the Kilimanjaro better.
I think
Any like
Kilimanjaro has
canned
more
or
of
instant
a
coffee here,
more of a
I avoid.
like creamier taste. Not creamier. I think it's like a more. I wouldn't say chocolatey. It's more of a milder taste. It's not as acidic. It's really smooth. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about coffee. But anyway,
They
yeah.
started like changing things up in Korea. So like some coffee shops instead of putting milk, they just put straight up whipping cream.
Oh, it's like the
So it's-
Dalgona coffee thing where
It's a
like
lot more
fluff.
fatty. No. Sorry, not whipping. Like just the cream, like the cream that's used for whipping cream. So it's like really like high fat content. And then they add a lot of like syrup in it. Allulose? Is that what it's called?
Allulose?
Yeah.
Cellulose? Allulose? What's that?
Allulose?
Allulose?
Oh.
What is allulose?
It's like a sugar replacement. It's like stevia.
Okay.
Oh, it's like stevia.
Okay,
It's like stevia,
that makes
but
sense.
it's something else. Oh, I've never heard of allulose.
Like you can get like big bottles, like 1 kilogram bottles of allulose syrup. Yeah.
Oh, allulose is anti-inflammatory? Oh, interesting. Maybe I should get this instead of sugar.
It's really sweet. So like
instead of sugar.
Like if you like yogurt, then it's nice because it blends in nicely to it being a syrup.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe I should look that up. Allulose. That's interesting. I've never heard of it. I've only heard of stevia.
Me too. I've only heard of stevia.
Yeah.
I learned it recently from my coworker because like she had like yogurt and an apple on her desk, and then there was this container that just looked like piss in a tub. So I was like, like I didn't want to like ask her directly on this. So I was like, what's that? And she's like, oh, it's allulose. I'm like, what the fuck is an allulose?
So now you know what an allulose is.
Yeah, because it's at least the one that she has, it's like super yellow. So I was very concerned. And like it's not thick like regular syrup, it's more on the watery side.
Oh, it's all right because after even you put sugar, just normal sugar, if you just melt it in water, it also turns yellow. It only looks white when it's like crystal form. So
yeah, because it's caramelizing. Because I make molasses a lot when I'm braising food.
Anyway, yeah, I think we should wrap up here. It's pretty late, and I wanna send you guys off to Mana's release, which is happening tomorrow.
Yay!
Oh my gosh! Yay!
Same-ish time, I think. Anyway,
around 9 p.m.
1 hour earlier.
JST.
Yeah. So yeah,
JST.
sending you guys off there. Okay. Any last words?
Thank you.
Any last words?
Be kind to everyone. Be kind to each other.
Yay!
Yes.
All right,
Cool.
that's all for me.
Thanks for being here and listening and watching women.
Watching
and
us,
singular man.
and not complain. Not complain about women. You know, women are
Whamming. Yeah.
women. Yeah.
June, anything you wanna say?
June has fallen asleep.
Thank you for watching, and I'm thankful for the listening. I guess I'm also like a chat here, so
June just chilling.
yeah.
He can't really say much because like he is,
Yeah, it's really late there, so
silent.
yeah, he has to be
Yeah.
quiet. Otherwise, people will be like, "Shut the fuck up, June." But yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
That is all. Thank you so much for hanging out with you guys. It was a really fun yap shed. I'm
Thank you,
so
Wimps.
glad.
And
Thank
Wingmate.
you, Wimps. Thank you, Imps. Thank you, Wingmates. Thank you, all Wimps. You guys, I still cannot get over why they choose Wimps out of everything.
they
You could
want-
have
they-
combined it in any other way to make it cooler, but no, you guys wanted to
They
sound
want
lame.
wimps.
Yeah,
They
you
want
guys
pain and suffering. Sasuga wimps.
Yeah, very metal. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is Mana, June,
our
and
audience.
Ku, and we're really happy that this cover is finally out. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
finally.
guys.
Yay!
I shall send you guys off to Mana's cover. All right,
Yay!
that's all for
Thank you,
today.
thank you,
See ya.
Zephyr.
Oh, bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye. See ya.
Yeah.
Otsu Wingmate. See ya. We embrace being wimps. All right, see ya. Bye bye. Sending you guys off.
Bye.
Whoa.